All right, we started already. That's nice. Let's wait for some people to join in, and we would be there. Nice. Alright, the live started on Kick as well. Cool. So let's do the live settings for live studio and stuff. It's very nice to actually work on the live stream settings on TikTok. They help a lot, actually, the live stream to be more kind of maintainable. Oh, we have an update already, so we have to wait some time. So the people will get notified for Twitch, and then after 10 minutes probably for TikTok. Well, makes sense. Yeah, so welcome everybody on Twitch, on also Kick, on YouTube as well, if you're following from YouTube. Let's go. Yeah, I actually don't see my Twitch account showing the live stream correctly, so I'll just refresh that page. Nice, now it does. Cool, let's see who will join. Justin now, the live settings for TikTok. And we can start as usual. Cool. So how is everybody? How's everybody in the chat? You can let me know. I'm sure that you had a nice day. For me, it was a very tiring day, to be honest. Very bad and a tiring day. It was just too much to take care of, especially at work. Alright, so we are going live. Learn JavaScript, auto capture after you go live, or choose an image from That's not bad. Let's create together. Yeah, there is like some stuff. There's a blank music craft blank. I'll do general. Change you made won't be searched. I think I'm leaving it always as blank, so it requires as many people as possible, but I think that's fine. For moderators and stuff, yeah, we have our moderators set up as well, and we are now going live on TikTok. Nice. Let me just actually make the TikTok part also extendable, and we check the setting part to make sure that everybody can paste any link they want, and that will be it. Cool. Now we are waiting for some people to join the chat, and we start booming. Nice. So today we have a readme file actually made by one of our guys on TikTok. The main branch actually got some new stuff to it. So here we have a new readme file made by B Studio, I suppose, and he sent me a message on Discord saying that he actually came up with some ideas to help us out to actually develop these in the future. Maybe we'll do this, otherwise we will be able to look into all of them and maybe check them out in real time. Yeah, cool. Let's go down and wait for some people to join. Hi Franco, you're the first one to join. Look at that. By the way, did you get like notification, or how does it work for TikTok? I have no idea actually. By the way, Franco, you are already daily at this point, so I will make you also a moderator. I'll have my moderators in the chat. Let me see, how can I do that though? Add moderator. Yeah, you are now, and I will also let you start some comments, and you can manage everything basically. Nice. Cool. How many people will join today? That's a mystery, but we already achieved our goal. Yeah, Franco actually joined, and B Studio as well joined on Twitch, and then I think they will hop into TikTok. But yeah, you also go on TikTok live. Yeah, I just did. I'm just was actually checking out the settings before I actually started. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like now my main is TikTok actually. Yeah, B Studio is everywhere. Nice, mate. Nice. Cool. So I thought also that YouTube live stream is also crucial for us. So I'm live streaming everywhere. The only thing or that I added today is kind of like if you comment over YouTube, then you will be able to see your comment in the screen. But I didn't do it on TikTok. I did it only on basically 16:9, which is if you are watching from Twitch or Kick or YouTube, basically. But all good, nice. I'm waiting also for having like certain kind of follower or something on the stream so I can actually activate the partnership part. Yeah. On Twitch, it's really easier to see the whole thing. Maybe we start with TikTok. We get like really a good base of people that watches, maybe around the 100 mark. If we can do 100 every day, then I will make sure to take all these 100 people to Twitch as well, and we start there to make it. Yeah, and then the rest is history, right? I like these people in the chat that comes with negativity and then they become bros. Actually, yeah, we do TypeScript, we do React, we do whatever. But this is what you see behind us. What is it called? Oya or Aoya? I cannot read your ID, but you can let us call you by a nickname. So yeah, we are trying just to learn. And even me, yeah, I'm a senior developer at some cool companies, but I code everything from scratch and I humble myself. I don't say that I'm really good at anything. I'm just here to learn, yeah, and we're all here to learn. Yeah, you know, right now I switch. For example, when I'm coding and I'm on my terminal, like my face looks literally a bit lacking the lights. But when I'm on Chrome, so I open the Chrome right now, I look like I look like a totally different person on the chat. But yeah, I think I need some lightnings. And I need maybe some good lights, maybe on Discord, guys, if you have like some options that you know of that I can attach to the screen or something like that makes a good lightning for certain stuff like live streams and stuff. That would be nice to have some ideas. But yeah, I'll maybe chat later on Discord. Why would anyone learn JavaScript? Slop. Yeah, I think anybody who are interested in doing web. All right, so you are on TikTok. It's made by JavaScript if you don't know. I mean, do you know the stack of TikTok? I will tell you what is the front-end stack for TikTok. Actually, I'm searching about it just right now. Yeah. So yeah, there is React. There is a lot of other stuff, which is, by the way, JavaScript, my friend. Yeah, TikTok is actually having a lot of applications. I think they have the mobile application is different from the front. It's not for sure React Native what you are on right now, but I'm not sure. But most of their plugins and stuff like that are made by React. Actually, I think their application that I'm using for live streamer right now could be Electron, which is like also another JavaScript framework. Nice. Yeah, everyone these days tells you that AI will replace you. That's correct. I mean, I'm waiting for that. Oh, Yarko also is here. Yeah, nice. Learn a proper language like Zig, Rust, or C++. I mean, I know one of these, and I'm also not interested. I mean, I'm interested what brings money and what kind of makes me a better engineer. And for me, what is, if you can answer this question, what is Rust better than JavaScript in? Just give one reason that JavaScript cannot do, okay? And then we can talk. Is that the funny part is that if you are Rust or whatever, if you build terminals, that's okay. You don't need the JavaScript. But if you are a backend developer like C# or C++ or whatever, and then you want to go to the full stack, what are you going to build your front end with, huh? HTML, CSS, and vanilla JavaScript. What kind of framework you want to do there? For sure, you need to pass with JavaScript, yeah? Or how the East guys say, JavaScript. Rust is 1000 more performant. More like that's the funny part about the performance thing. Like I can show you a million ways that JavaScript is faster also. It's the fact that you and what you use there. For example, if I want to use Vite as a compiler and stuff, I can be 100% faster. If I want actually to use, there is a Rust compiler for JavaScript, and I can use it also. You cannot use actually the opposite, like JavaScript compiler for Rust, right? But I can do a Rust compiler for JavaScript, which is the opposite of what you just mentioned. We have SWC, which is a Rust-based framework that uses web JS in it also. There is a multiple stuff, compilers that uses Rust. I think I saw something, Rustworm, Wasm, or whatever stuff. We saw something not so long ago. I think 2 days ago we went into searching new compilers. When we checked the state of JS part, it was that I saw something like that, but I'm not sure. I actually forgot kind of what is the name of it. But yeah, we have that. Yeah, so now I see newcomers to the chat. Yeah, I'm really happy that we all every day we have newcomers, so we can convert them to become one of the like the community, the small community that we have here. So as always, I'm going to share with you guys the Discord link, so please, if you want always to kind of like have this mentality of discussion, talking, and also we play video games. I think tomorrow we will play something after the stream, so I'll stream a bit earlier. I would say I'll stream around 8 p.m. maybe, something like that, and at 10 or something like that, 10 p.m. CET, I'm talking like Central European time, we can hop into a game. I will install, I don't know, whatever game you want guys to play. I would be happy with that. I have no problem. And we can play Valorant, we can play, I don't know, what do we have there, GTA 5 or whatever. It's up to you, yeah. Or maybe I don't want to stream games because then I will have a really bad algorithm. But at some point when we have a really good kind of community or something, like a good base for people that will stick whatever I do, even though that I stream naked on a swimming pool or something, then everything will be good. I'm kidding, by the way, about swimming naked. I would never do that. Who knows? Maybe someday I will just end up having like an OnlyFans channel. I'm kidding though. Oh man, I can never imagine my life doing that though. Cool. So yeah, I will just share another link now for the Discord part, and please, if you are new, just go there, hop there, right? Yeah, I'll just pin this and I will come back to read all the comments. Okay, get on base. Okay, so who asked about Neo Vim? I actually prefer it. Davu said that. Davu, yeah, yeah, I think that's the name. He asked about Neo Vim. It's just me preferring to use Neo Vim in 2025. I thought that I would be super slow, but I got used to it very fast, and now I'm cannot live without it, honestly. Mecca said, Mecca, that's a nice name. I asked ChatGPT to code for me. Sure, you can do that. Today is much hate. Yeah, I mean, we have I think we caught someone last few days who just comes here just to get to say like bad comments about coding and stuff, but that's his energy. His energy is like to be negative, but he was doing it for fun, just for the chat to tell him, no, don't do that, it's not true. So they keep replying on him, and he keeps just enjoying that part. So the funny part of all that is that yeah, it's kind of I pinned actually Franco's comment right now, saying no, it's basic programming language, and the basic fact of the front end can be done by LLMs. And that's correct, but Franco just also said okay for that, because he knows that probably yeah, you can do front end with LLMs. You think so? I mean, when there is a client, there is no LLM like maintainability, which means that if you are actually saying that the client can give you input to do something, like for example, change this color of this button, change this, change that, change this schema. This schema needs to have a like an email of whatever, so blah 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 blah, which means that actually there you are in the position where an LLM can be confused. Try to tell any LLM right now, even the OpenAI one, to go and push a PR request for you. Okay, which PR request? That's the question that he will know. If you talk to your boss in the morning, just in the hallway, you know exactly which PR. So there's a lot of inputs and you need to prompt them a lot. Yeah. So yeah, let me pin. I pinned something by mistake, so I will pin the Discord chat. So everybody who are interested in kind of like joining our community in Discord, he can click on that link. It will be pinned for a minute. Do you know Ada? Maybe ever used for embed systems, still in use. Ah, that's a really interesting thing. I heard of this. I know that embeddings. Embed model. You mean the vector embedder OpenAPI one? Are you talking about the Ada API part, or is it just like something else, like a technology or something? Because at this point, I'm not sure what you're talking about. And also, I don't know what is your ID. I see just this little PNG on your name, but your ID is Gum, so I'll call you Gumbit. I'll call you Bit. So Bit said, "Do you even know what base chain is?" I don't really know. Do you even know game frameworks? You mean? At this point, I'm just guessing that you wrote that wrong. Yeah, BStudio said LLM hallucinates very fast, impossible to maintain the code, and lack of fantasy are not usable without proper guidance. I agree with you. They can not hallucinate though, while just being able to maintain them correctly. But as you know, how much money they spent to maintain ChatGPT, just like 500 billion or something, to just come up with a decent thinking kind of. That is too much. So basically, if they want to make like the AI that is a perfect engineer in every language, probably they need to train him for trillions and trillions of dollars, at least 5 trillion, to just come up with one engineer AI at the end that can do stuff correctly, but he needs also to get adapted to certain stuff, like to certain codes. And believe me or not, these codes that he will get adapted to can be shitty codes as well, from shitty people who doesn't know how to code. So it can be the game that you feed these AIs always like the bad data that they shouldn't be getting fed, and also you prompt them with any language in the world that it might not understand as it understands in English. So it will become then that you need to filter out every let's say 1 year or even a month, it can be, these prompts, and make sure that you're actually training your model correctly, because everything can be trained wrongly. All right, Franco is leaving. Have a great time, mate. See you. Yeah, I stream on Twitch as well. You can search me up with the same name, and there you will see the whole screen, not just a part of it like now. Cool. Maybe one page. Yeah, maybe what we call an SPA, single page application. That's what you can do probably. Or maybe for me, like I can go to my LLM and ask for this. I would say, hey, can you build me an auth provider very fast? Thank you. That's it. Yeah. So that way you can for sure. Otherwise, I don't know. No, you don't. You can easily fine tune it. Yeah, easily. No, I doubt that. If you can fine tune an LLM, then why don't install it in your computer? Yeah, you can do that, but it will be like maximum, I don't know, 500 gigs to be able to run with your processors, and everything will run better. I think it's also a resources part. You don't know how much resources they used for this, but it depends also on what you want to do. Yeah, if your LLM is just doing math, for sure it might be 700 megabyte one, but if it's doing engineering and understanding a lot of stuff, it might be that it will be actually a very long process. 313 said this looks like a basic to-do list. Which one though? The one behind me? Probably. Even like BStudio said, even to you need Python knowledge or JS knowledge to fine tune an AI, otherwise you are doing random stuff. Yeah, Python will be the best to scrape kind of with it, to import certain stuff, to do your HTTPS requests correctly, to everything. Probably Python will be the best ML research kind of language at this point. Because Python, yeah, you need at least 3 years of Python to understand what you're doing. But yeah, with JS you can do also that. Yeah, and then at the end, like honestly, to just get out of this like what we call Byzantine conversation, is just that everything can be doing anything, as it is called a programming language. So if you are doing a programming language, you can do whatever you want with it. Even now you can go to C++ and start doing UI. Nobody will tell you don't do it. There is probably a way to do it. So yeah, I mean, it depends always on performance as well, as Aya said. But yeah, I would be really always open to kind of like see which language does this better. But now, for now, the web, like if we are talking only web, JS is the best. You cannot say no. Next.js, just one framework, got the backend, got everything, has everything in it, and it has like some routes automatically installed in there. Even its ESLint is clean, compatibility wise is very clean, environment variable wise is also clean. What do you need more than that? Yeah, Next.js, and move on. I mean, if you want to kind of like to build SaaS applications from scratch and every day come up with an idea, learn JavaScript and Next.js. I won't tell you to learn anything else, because it depends. What you see behind me is actually lead code questions, but these we were doing them just for fun. And on the other part, yeah, we are building our apps. So if you want to build something very easy, go JavaScript. There is in Python on people who program Python to fine tune it, even if interfaces is all Python. Yeah, BStudio said correct. There is a way better to download a image through a blob URL than JavaScript to get it into base. A better way to download images through a blob URL than JavaScript to get it into base 64. I think the only thing that I know of to download and serve is what you mentioned, the blob URL part. And you create like like you can make like a hidden button blob or something like that to store the application images that you want to download in the beginning when the page is loaded, and then just make a fake click. Otherwise, there is something on Vite that I found out about reading globs, it's called, and it's called modular path, something like that. So you can read object of entities of some files, and then the key will be the name of the file, the value will be the path, and therefore you can use them in your app. Egg said, hey, will you be interested in an opportunity? I hope that these are not the comments that about, hey, do you want to make some money? Come to the DM. I will DM with him some stuff, and then it turns out that I need to do their job. I mean, I'm kidding. But the thing is that, yeah, I will always be interested in opportunities or projects that are really nice to do, but I also have not to lose my time, and also I need to be compensated for that. So if you have a good project, you can just DM me and I can talk with you about the compensation and everything. Yeah. What are you making right now? We just started actually. Mexican Lil Uzi. Nice name actually. He's a nice ID, but his name is Antup. Antup said, what are you making? So we are just yeah, messing around. We didn't start anything yet, but my plan was actually to add today something into the white noise app. It's a white noise app that we are creating for so long. Probably like a way to select some white noises and control their volume. That would be good. Plus some CSS for that, because I don't know how much CSS it will take me to do that. Oya said, LLMs can literally one-shot this and execute it using agents. At this point, I don't know what you're talking about. But what do you mean by this? Is it just a single page application? Is it just a file? Is it just Amazon website? Imagine you go to Amazon and be like, hey, look, let's fire our engineers. I have an LLM that will work everything for you. Even like saying it like this is just stupid, you know. I'm not saying that you are stupid, but just thinking about this is just kind of stupid. I mean, what do you think that LLMs can do at this point? Yeah. When will they be coding, and who will input their feature updating? So you will give them Amazon as a website and say, hey, build features just like that blindly, or will you give them an Excel sheet saying, hey, build right now like something like, yeah, I don't know, like a new nav board that contains blah 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 blah. You know, when you talk to someone who is not web oriented, and you tell him, hey, I want to build a website, and he tells you, oh yeah, I know there is this language called Java, it can make you some websites just like that, because they don't know actually that Java is a backend language or something like that. Whereas if you, when you, this is a joke by the way, if you talk to an American and tell him, hey, did you ever visit Europe, he will tell you, yeah, I went to Italy once. So it's kind of like people macro see and this kind of stuff. And an AI agent, you cannot actually prompt it correctly unless you trained it very well. And to reach this kind of level, I think we need time for this. We need a very long time for this. Yeah. Okay, Roman asking a question that I don't understand, but I think he's asking generally in the chat. Saying, what do you use to schedule scripts? I can't use task scheduler because the scripts opens apps, but I'm not trying to have it being run in the background. Yeah, you want, okay, so what do you want to achieve? Maybe that will make you more elaborative to just explain to me the problem. Does it have that shift? What is the 12 hours 3-day shift? Is that maybe an AI shift kind of? Best when designers give you designs which just won't work or be friendly users. Alright, Sean is here. Welcome, Sean. Sean, I think you are not on Discord with us. I will also, because you weren't here yesterday, so we could actually paste some links in the chat, and I just pinned the link that you just paste in your Chrome or whatever browser, and it will take you to our Discord. There we are sharing memes, we are sharing some chats about what to do next live stream and stuff like that. And by the way, I will also make you a moderator, so you can kick some people if you want to, or answer or star comments if you want to. All right, if you are here for more than 5 days, you're a moderator already. Do you even know the split reason model word in R1? You mean the DeepSeek one? I'm not sure. I'm really not knowledgeable. I won't lie to you, like I'm gonna say I know everything, for sure not. But yeah, I know some stuff about it, but I really didn't have time to check it. Yeah, BStudio is actually on point. That's what we also joked about when we are talking about AI like 2 years ago when ChatGPT came in. And actually, funny enough, ChatGPT came 2 years ago, 2023, end of the year, I remember. Yeah, I remember working on a project, an American project actually, and I had like a lot of files to understand and stuff. So I had like ChatGPT Pro, I remember, and it was bad actually, because this is also bad that ChatGPT actually lets you do that without consent of certain stuff. But yeah, he was reading like the file repo, and he explained to me everything in really much details that I wanted, and that turned out to be really like mind-blowing for me. Yeah, but yeah, cool. But it didn't actually, sometimes, as I said, when you give like an AI model to work instead, like let's say you launch the Vimium, Chromium or whatever you call it, and you tell it, okay, go to Gmail and answer this email. First of all, I saw something stupid that happened last time when I did kind of like this try with LLMs to answer some emails, is that it starts query every page to look for one email, which is okay, but it's also time consuming. It will tell you like expectation 5 hours to just send like, okay, I will do it email or something like that. Yeah. You should never actually share your company's code base with LLM. But Copilot now does it by default. If you are using VS Code and you have Copilot, because Copilot now is free, by the way. Yeah. So if you have Copilot, you will get a lot of trouble. What we're going to do. Okay, let's start with something. Let me see. What can we do today? I was thinking actually maybe to like visit the Zod schema part, because it's been a while since I used Zod, and at work now we're using it. So I was thinking maybe to do it like to try it on my project, like literally to Let me just go Tmax, open that, and we do that together. So this is oops, I think I didn't do that. ZI I'll open new them here. Yeah, I will just npm run dev here and then go here and we'll exit this one. It's very funny that you can store sessions now with Tmax, so it stored the session on another app, which is really cool. Yeah, this is cool. I'll open them here. So what you need to do this storing is you do leader and then R. Okay, not there. You need at least to open a file like this, and then leader R. No, it's leader S maybe for splitting. I don't know. For some reason it's not working. Maybe I need to actually do the lazy update. Yeah. So this is kind of like the lazy NeoVim part where you sync up every plugin, so it just rework for you. But yeah, nice. So let me try it out on maybe certain components, because then I think that will be working. Yeah. So we have like the restart LSP port and the rename smart rename, but not saving. Okay, cool. No, not a problem. And the formatting works nice. Okay. What I was thinking actually is to create a new file for routes. Oh, we have it already. So this contact page, I'm thinking about actually installing Zod into the project and Formic. Usually you do Formic with Yup, but I want to use like certain packages called Formic Zod, something like that, that has really kind of like a good schema to to filter on or validate on your emails or wherever you're trying actually to do. So I will share my screen and show you that. So yeah, Formic and Zod. Yeah, Zod Formic adapter, that's what I'm looking for. Try to zoom in and share my screen right now. That's cool, that's cool. So what we are trying to build is this Zod Formic adapter part, where we are trying to install like a contact form, simple contact form, and then from that we are going to create validations, and these validations are going to be held and by a validation schema, and this validation schema will be built like this. Basically each schema will be a Zod object with certain like rules, right? It's really amazing. Yeah. So then you end up doing a Formic like that, and this Formic also you don't need states for it. Yeah, it's a library for GS. That's Zod. Yeah. So today we are going to do it from scratch. So we need just to understand how Formic work first. This is Formic, but actually been a while since I used it. So so firstly is Formic, Formic TypeScript. I'll just do like this, maybe that would be better. So you have like form values or whatever, and your action will be like this. On submit you have these values and actions, and the Formic will be the form basically. Yeah, and from this form you will be able to actually here it has another form inside it. Well, I don't know yet, but let's check it out, because here either you have the Formic handling everything or the form, I thought. But let's see. This is without Formic. Oh, makes no sense. Here it's with Formic saying, because Formic submit, I think, something like that. So my props, we have props here. Okay, my props to values. So we don't need props at all, or states. Yeah, this is a complicated one actually. Forms with Formic and TypeScript. Let me check an article, maybe that's better. I didn't know of this, but there is now probably something called with Formic. Yeah. You have an interface for initial email, initial password. and then a wrapper, and then the form, and then on submit you give it the handle submit button. This is what now we are going to write our own component called inner form, pass the interface that we created, and also put some extra code. So this is a form. I don't see formic in it, and then you just pass. Oh, okay, there is an yup for validation, but that's not important. I am just thinking about how here they connected here formic with the form. Maybe the form on submit, this is the handle submit that they used from formic somewhere. Interesting. Yeah, this is what we are actually doing, going to build with Zod, basically, the validation part. Yeah. So yeah, if you are wondering what is it, it's just formic is a really helpful lib to let us write better forms and let our code more readable and without states if you are on React, right? Cool. Yeah, I'm trying also to see another article, see also more about it. I didn't know that they... Do you have a trick, guys, to read the full article without actually logging in? I think I heard about something, but I didn't know. Yeah, you can do React without states with formic, actually. Formic and Zod. Oh, this doesn't work. Let me search it again. Formic, and then we stop there and we read more about it. Basic TypeScript. This is the website where they have it, and this is the form basically. Oh, they have a problem with React, but let's not care about that. So they use formic here, and that's the formic, and then it has a submit, but the form needs to be inside it. And therefore, as you see here, each field will have a type and have everything and be encapsulated by formic, but the initial values will be here, and they are not states, by the way. They are not states. And on submit, you check all the values and you say, hey, take the formic helper or whatever it's called, submit, set submit, and then here it's just like a certain alert that says, hey, here's your values basically. But yeah, that's really amazing. And then it will know by the initial values IDs probably. You need to give it the name correctly. Yeah. Cool. This seems like a good thing to do, and let's do it. On the other hand, we have Twitch running correctly, and also we have Kick running, so yeah, that's nice. Let's go then. I'll just unshare that and go here and create a form. So our form though needs to be first of all, this contact page needs to be routed, which means that we have here our route provider, and we need actually to give it in the main. I think we need to say about that we have a route of contact, and whenever you go there into contact, you will see the contact component. But here seems like I have it in root. Okay, and then I need to find everything in my gen file. Yeah, my gen file, it has the about now and it has this path, but nothing more. So something is missing, probably in my app.tsx, or I forgot about the 10-stack router where it stores these routes. Probably not here, not here, not here, not here. I think where does this route provider? Alright, I'll just go here and check my router for this definition. Okay, that's not really important. Google sign-in layout. Layout has nothing in it but routes. Okay, I think by creating a route, it should work. It's just that I have a navigation on top, right? Okay, cool. So I will create in that header, like the contact navigation part. Alright, seems like a good plan. Yeah, where is my header? It's in reusable header. Yeah, so here I need just to find out how to I call it contact, so I will do here contact, and that's it. I mean, yeah, that will initiate the route automatically, I think. And this one, for just not being wrongly, I will just do it to services. That's when we will put kind of like other stuff in the future. Let's say, for example, like another apps that we will build or whatever. For my logo here, I will also change it to study with me or something. Yeah. By the way, I don't know I am on which branch, so I need to check that. I am on develop branch. That's fine. I think I can ignore the part where I will do the pull request, and I will continue like that. So it will be super fine to do it like that. Yeah, cool. So handle submit is the same as on submit. Yeah. So it will treat itself as a on submit, and it will work as intended. Yeah. Nice. I mean, we will do it ourselves. We can look at Formic and see how it works exactly. So yeah, instead of thinking about it how it works first, we need to install it. So I need to find Formic on npm, and also I need to find out if it has any types, because sometimes if you are working with TypeScript, you need kind of like to install the @types/Formic, which is probably the types for Formic itself. So here I'm looking, I found out that I can install npm Formic just like this. Let me actually do it like that. And for later, for validation, we will do Zod for schemas, but after we finish up with Formic, because Formic itself has its own validation part, but probably we'll work it with Zod later, which is better, they say. Yeah. So here npm run dev, and let's do that. So the first thing is to go and use Formic. So I need to actually refresh my memory for that. So we need Formic field, form, and Formic helpers from Formic. So yeah, I got the point. So field basically will play as our input, and we can actually copy something very basic, just to kind of like not fall into the point where we don't write stuff correctly. So we go back to the contact page. Where is it? Why it's not in reusable? I think because because now I have it on my routes. So what I'm gonna do here, I will press C inside tag. So I'm just gonna delete everything and then go to my registry and see exactly what I copied. I think I copied something from Windows, so basically I can just do it like this. Again, check the registry if it's there. Probably it's not there. I think I copied like some input and stuff. Maybe it didn't get copied correctly. Let me just try that again and do it now. Yeah. So this is what I'm gonna do. So you will have a first name and a field. So that field will be for sure from Formic. Import field, I think should be automatically captured, but I will try like that. Usually you will find it directly. Oh my gosh, look at these all React icons. Yeah, I'm trying to look at a needle in hay basically. Alright, I'll try to write it myself then. Oh, I already typed it wrong. So field, yeah, so here it's a field function from Formic. That's correct. If I wrote it correctly, then I won't have any problems. So here inside this contact function, you know, these functions will be actually a React component. So we need just here to maybe set up the validation part. For now, for the validation, we need that Formic also component to wrap up the other form. And also what else? So basically what we need to do, we need to just go here and surround this by a tag. We call it form, normal form, right? Oops. Let me save that. and then come here and surround all of this with another tag we call formic. Alright, and now it makes sense, right? We just need to get formic from there. I'm not sure how can we get that. Is it defaulted or not? From what I've seen from the formic docs, it's not defaulted, so it needs just to be next to this one. Yeah, like this. It's just a function basically. Yeah. Type element is missing the property formic values. That's very interesting actually. I think I get it. So so what it's asking for here, it's asking for initial values, and these initial values will be basically like simple values actually, like an object, right? Yeah, but an object inside an object. So here you'll do first name, and that should be, for example, my name, let's say, right? Just for the sake of it, let's leave it empty, and then it will ask for a non-submit function, and that's also correct. It will be like this, and the on-submit, probably it accepts like an anonymous function, which is kind of like a callback. I'll just leave it as a callback right now, and this CC I'll just return or alert values basically. I'm sure that it takes values. Surely it takes values though. Values, yeah, and I will alert these values basically. Yeah. And that's it. I mean, look how pretty is this. Super pretty, super nice, and actually to the point, right? Which is really amazing, because I never thought that I would write a form like as simple as this. And especially that now we didn't show you all of this for fun, because kind of like we are trying to work on this simply like now, and then introduce like something like formic with Zod. And formic with Zod will make you like that 10x engineer that knows his stuff, right? Yeah. The only thing also that I just checked right now, in terms for you to be able to submit, you need the values that we are set up as values. So you can do this. And for me, actually, it makes no sense to do it like that, because that's what I see right now on the... interesting. Okay, so what they did actually, for sure, you probably need to do like a type, right? And that type should be here. Actually, not there, probably. You know what is better? What is better is actually maybe to do another schema somewhere, like schema folders, right? But for the sake of it now, let's just leave it as this, right? And this will be first name of string, and that will be correct. So values of values, and then what I see also that you need to pass in this formic stuff is a formic helpers. And this formic helpers is something that I never worked with before, but probably that's what we're going to actually replace later by Zod, right? Yeah, that's what I think it is. All right, for these people who are commenting and they are new to the chat, I'm really happy that you're here. I also pinned, as always, the the Discord channel, so you can actually be alerted whenever I start this. And yeah, let's see how it works. So we will test it. Just for now, let's see actually what is about this this formic helpers. I'm not sure what it is, but it sounds like a setter for submitting will be false or something like that, but let me check that. Interesting. I don't see that anywhere. All right, for the sake of it, let's do it like it is instructed in here, because it says like, yeah, you can do also another one which is called set submitting, right? Submitting, which is also of a type of, what is it exactly? This set submitting needs to be, this is very complicated. I never heard this actually before. I'll surrender it by that, and that one is of a type. Wow, what is this? Formic helper values. Formic helpers. and then you give it also values. Okay, seems like you give it also the type that you want to be there, and then whenever you alert this, you say set submitting to false, and by that you are just okay, you know what, I have an idea. I think I know what is this. Surround by function maybe. Now I'll do a set timeout. This also we need to delete it. Let me just do this. Almost function, delete that and go here, paste what I did, and take that here. Basically should be better, and take that setting. So what we're doing here is just we are emitting that we are doing like set timeout after 3 seconds. So we are validating our we are taking time as if we are validating our contact form, right? Right now this contact form for sure needs a button, but I'm not sure if it accepts a normal button, if that's fine or not. They say that it accepts a button of type submit wherever you want there, right? It is TypeScript. You see the type on top? It is TypeScript, yeah. And yeah, we also file an up for that formic helper as a TypeScript. So now I'll just do a simple button snippet. Let's do button snippet. Oops, I wrote bottom button. Yeah, and this should be save or send. And this is gonna be, I will just do it as a type of submit, right? We can test that out. Okay, here it says that it cannot find the set timeout function. Am I writing it wrong? Set timeout. Correct, yeah. I was writing it wrong. I was doing this as a camel case, which is wrong. Cool. So yeah, what we're going to do is just to alert values. And why we are wanting to alert values, just for the simply sake of it, to see that everything works without states, right? Let me actually check the app if it's running. It's on localhost 5137. It's working fine. We have the contact part. Oh, it's not reading that contact. Why it's not reading that? Let me check the gen file. I think my generational file is wrong. How can I do the route regen again? You see, this would have been automatically done in VS Code, because I think in VS Code the route, whenever you added the route part, I'll go to index, also the app. I think I have a problem with my generational file for the tree. I will see how can I update that, because now what I'm finding is just like an empty page whenever I'm going to the contact route. So here about works, so welcome to the page, as you see on top. But if I go home, this is the home page, and then the services not working, not found, and contact also not found for some reason, even though that I have it correct done. Yeah, which means that I have it, I have the root part here correctly initiated, and my problem is in my gen tree, this one. And I know why, because we had a problem actually when we did this for the first time. It was not generating correctly. So now what we're gonna do is just to force it generate our route for. Oh, see, this is the problem, I think. Wait a second. I think no, that's not a problem. No, that's the problem. Yeah, so here is slash about to go to the component of about, and here it says that the argument of type slash contact is not signable parameter of type key of path file route by path. I mean, my LSP then is tripping, right? Let me restart that, and then let me actually go back to my root gen file. Yeah, I see now that I have here the root route, I have the index route about 3 times for some reason. It's interesting how this is actually generated Yeah, I see that. Also, I don't see the my contact page being there. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Let's look for how to generate it ourselves, right? Anybody knows how to do that? I mean, the chat for sure knows. Should be if it's of type template. What's the issue? We are not facing any issue right now. The only thing is that I see that our root gentry for 10-stack router is not actually accepting, or is not accepting, or is not kind of generating the routes or the file itself again automatically. Because in VS Code it does, and we are on NeoVim. So I'm going to ask 10-stack to generate the gentry file. Should be like there is an npx part for it. I'm sure there is, but maybe you in the chat can actually search with me with it. Should INC be get ignored? It shouldn't be get ignored. That's also one thing. Then stack generation free. Okay, run npm run dev. They say if you type safely everything and you just do the npm run dev, it should work automatically, they say. But I don't believe them. I mean, this guy Tanner who made this is a bit weirdo. Let me just do npm run dev again though and check the gentry. And it didn't do anything right. So I'm right. Okay, so here we still have this error. I don't understand what it is about. But I'm gonna just do /contact. Should be correct because we have it in the... We have it where? It's like exactly... Where did we set up these kind of things? In the header, right? So in the header we said that if someone goes to /services, goes to services, and otherwise if we click contact, should be /contact. And here my LSP is not happy for some reason, because it's a link. That's correct, and that's it too. Type /services is not assignable to type / or /about. Yeah, you see the gentry is also offline, figuring out that we have an error. Let me find how to regenerate. Let me ask actually ChatGPT. That would be really best. Yeah. How to regenerate the gentry file, or what is it called? Route tree.gen.ts. Route tree.gen.ts file. Yeah, I googled and they didn't find it actually. Yeah, so it says npm run generate, and or source also ChatGPT is really dumb, right? Oh man. If you're using Vite, formerly Vitest, or whatever similar framework that auto generates. Yeah. Okay, so it says do npm run generate. Probably that will work for us. Npm run generate. But the thing is that the generate needs to be in our package.json, so that's wrong. Yeah, it should be automatic. That's really weird. All right. I'm trying to look then. Generate route tree.gen.ts. Now I'm looking at the 10-stack stuff. Probably it's something that is out of our hands. Typing and TypeScript, what is significant about it? Actually, typing is just saying, hey, if I have, like, for example, a template of maybe, I don't know, like a first name, second name, and email, I want to differentiate between that first name should be a string, second name should be a string as well, and the email probably I need it also as string, but also I need to add up some key values to it, right? So that's the part where you are hard typing stuff, so to know that you're not passing an array there or something like that. Okay, 10-stack router Vite. I think we need also this file is automatically updated when the new file is added to the root. So we need to add up something called 10 stack router vt, and okay, I think I did add that. So in my file called vit plugins, actually vit config, as you see here, it is added to automatic, but I see actually an error, no override matches. I'll just try to v inside this or v inside this, and maybe delete this auto code splitting part. That's maybe v around that maybe will work, but I think not. And the 10 stack router vt is not working properly, right? What a bummer. That's what it says in the router. In the vit config it says that you go there and set up everything. Alright, set up 10 stack router with vit. Let's see, maybe that's what it was about. In the docs it says, yeah, install that. I'm actually trying to find out now if there is anything. Oh, okay, so vit react, we don't have vit react installed here. You know what, I'm gonna just put this before for the sake of it. Maybe that will do a difference. And I'm gonna npm run dev just to see if there is no issue. Yeah, so they said optimize dependencies, and I'm now going to the root tree again. I see that it's not updated, but it won't update by default for sure. And here as well it's not updated. I'll also restart my LSP just for the sake of it and see if something is done. No, nothing. And then it says nothing more about that. It says that if you will have regardless of whether you are using the 10 stack router plugin, npm run dev and npm build commands from your script route tree. Okay, so if you do tsr generate, it will probably also import that. All right, let's try that. But what is tsr? I don't have that globally, I think. Yeah, it's not like a global part of my repo. It's NeoVim editor, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, it's NeoVim with some plugins. You can find them in my GitHub, by the way. Yeah. And for everyone who is here for the first time, I'll just share my ChatGPT. You can ask me. Actually, I will share up my Discord. Sorry, and then there, you can find me and ask me as any questions. And also, we will talk a lot about what we are building there, and also share maybe some memes and stuff. 10 stack router vt plugin. I think there's a 10 stack vt plugin that we need actually to push out. That is not actually in our folder, and will probably be helpful if it is in the vt config. So 10 stack router plugin vt. That's what we installed. Yeah. Or maybe it's a typing issue that is causing this issue that we're seeing right now. How to start up? All right. This seems like a bummer that there is no way that you can know where can you regenerate stuff like that. Yeah. All right, chat. Can you check with me about how to regenerate exactly that route tree? Regenerate the route tree file with tsc or with npm. Yeah. How to create? I don't know. that would be good, because then we can save sometimes. It would have been that I'm crazy, because I followed that, like as you see here, I followed everything as it should be. I installed everything via npm. I created whatever they needed here. Tip: if you are not using Vite, you need to do some stuff, but then they tell you to create the following, and you create it and save it. Yeah, so the 10 stack dev tools and stuff. And then whenever you call these or you copy and paste them, automatically they tell you if you are having the 10 stack router plugin package and run an npm run dev, or manually doing that, the route tree file will be generated at exactly imported generated tree and create a new route instance. And this is what we did basically. The only thing that I see a problem now is the fact that we have everything installed. Maybe we need this part, 10 stack router plugin. I'm not sure we need that. This is the router plugin of Vite, and this is what we are using, and we're calling it here. And here they say Vite React, because this is what Vite is doing, but now it's called React. I think that's what I have here. Yeah, let me just take off my screen off from there, and I show you exactly what I have it as. I have it as Vite config, so here we have it as React from Vite.js plugin React, and this is the 10 stack router Vite. I'll try to write it again. Yeah, and this is where it is. It doesn't need to do anything else. I think I will just call it without that true inside it, just to make sure that we're not doing something that maybe is deprecated throughout the way or something like that. Plugins should be there, right? Okay. Plugins are directly, it's not on the resolve part. Isn't this automatically generated, or am I tripping right now? It says that these plugins are usually basically here, yeah? Now it's accepting them. npm run dev. Oh, look at that. You see what happened? The plugins were on the incorrect position. I'm sure I didn't touch that. I'm sure I didn't change its position. But now for some reason it did generate it correctly. And where is it? The root tree part. Yeah, now it has contact, you see? Epic. What an epic story, right? I was thinking along the way that I'm going actually to maybe to kind of like redo all my configs for my LSP, because probably it's wrong or something. But then turned out that Vite was wrong. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Rebuilding the project won't do anything because we are on the serve part, so we are just serving. We are not building yet any static files for the root. And when we build, automatically it will work, because then it will work via static paths for the /context or whatever. So there will be probably a folder called contact, and then there it's HTML file in it. Yeah, I think Bidar, thank you for that. Yeah, I checked everything like very quickly in the beginning, but then finally we saved it. Okay, so now we go back to what we wanted to do. So what we wanted to do is actually that whenever we now call, oops, we have a big error. Let me see, what is the error about? Place before Vite React. All right. I think I have to go to my Vite config and save again. So now it's fine. oops, it's saying that we detected that Vite JS plugin was passed before 10-stack route plugin. Please make sure that 10-stack route plugin is passed before. Are you sure about this? So this should be before. Which is strange. Yeah, now now our stuff works. Yeah, cool. So we need probably to use the layout as well on this. Let me think. Yeah, we need the layout. We need everything to be installed correctly. Right now it just that shows like this stupid input on top. Then if you do send, it just refreshes the whole page for some reason, which is wrong. So Formic is not correctly used right now. We need to find out why. Okay, that seems like a good thing to do. Alright, so we don't have any problem with here. Let me just make like a small commit, adding up Formic and fixing the Vite config part. Nice. And I will answer some of the questions that I have in the chat and then get back to this. But yeah, it was really a messed up thing that we just have right now. We lost a lot of time in just a simple thing. But yeah, that's kind of like the way we do it, right? In our jobs every day. Yeah, just blame it. I just shouldn't for sure. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't know. The only thing that I'm thinking about is Vite generates this file automatically, right? And there is no way that I will do this myself and go and change its position or something like that. And that's in my head. It kept like thinking like, why should I do this? Why did I even went there and changed it? Which is a good question, because from my perspective, I think I would never do that. But yeah, turned out that I did it and I forgot about it. No, your comments are not hidden, Juan. I scrolled up to just look back, right? So like TSX, TypeScript, then JavaScript. But are you answering someone there? I didn't understand. Yeah. The order of plugins matters because okay, so you're answering yourself. The order of the plugins matter because the outputted file will pass from one to another. Correct. So it will pass from 10-stack first as a provider and stuff like that, and then moves through. Well, look at that. Nice. I mean, yeah, for sure it will. Now it makes sense, yeah. What else automates your fetch load orders? I didn't understand the question though. Yeah, here you see that alias thing that I did. There is a resolvement of path. I don't know the hell how and why, because Vite and TypeScript should have that automatically also. What a mess. What a hell. Just replace it with .src. You mean that? Okay, I got it. But actually it's by the way, it's working. And you know why? I think I have something in the package.json that I installed for that, for modular pathing. Or, I remember. Or I have it on my tsconfig. Yeah, so my tsconfig had that path. Yeah. And the base URL is just wherever. So that whatever we have on the tsconfig, the Vite config is just redundant. Because now I have... How many paths do I have, man? I have path here. And let me see if I use that public. I don't use it anywhere, so it's useless. This one is useless. And I have the content of tsconfig.app and tsconfig.node as the same. And then I am importing both of them here and doing compiler options again, which now these compiler options will basically overwrite the others. But why I'm sure that it works, because here if you go for example to a certain file, like let's say add your nose, here you will see on top that I do add components, so add for source, right, and add helpers. But here I did dot hooks. Let me see where hooks is. Yeah, so this dot hooks should be add component, no, add slash component, and then I'll do slash hooks, and should work, right? And that's what we call separation of concern, and also to have everything modular and working at the same file. Maybe I need to reload this to see if things are correct. Yeah, the routes are correct as well, and I will check the app very quickly just to make sure. Yeah, cool, it works. Yeah. Yeah, it won't change the compiled file. All right, no, but we are talking about that path one, like where should we put the path without the redundancy that you saw in my repo, basically. Where basically, because I have now on the left side, as you see, tsconfig.node, tsconfig.json, and tsconfig.app.json. In all of them, I have this path attribute, which I'm passing these two, right? Forget about the second one, because the second one I'm not using it actually. But then on add config, I'm also passing resolvement of these. So I'm not sure now, does this what lets me do what I'm doing with what I showed in let me go back in here on top, or is it something else? Yeah, or is it the tsconfig one? Let's collaborate now. Yeah, we can collaborate, by the way. That would be nice. Maybe we can someday fire up, but I need to install like some good OBS stuff, like that your voice will be cleared, because now I have any voice from the computer coming up from like the soundbar output, and that soundbar output will be directly linked to the mic, so it will be messy a bit. I need to kind of like configure it, and maybe tomorrow we can do live stream together. That would be nice actually, to have some people with me and we collaborate together. Okay, if you want, tomorrow we will do it at around, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 p.m. maybe, something in between. So I will contact you. By the way, are you on Discord, Juan? Because we shared the Discord. I will pin it again. And everyone is on Discord right now. I pinned it. Hopefully I pinned the correct link. Samuel asked, is this JavaScript? Yeah, JavaScript, TypeScript. Yeah. Headphones for Discord, mic for chat. Yeah, for me lately, honestly, I hated to have like a headset all the time. I have this Logitech headset. You feel like you're underwater, and it's so much. So I started actually to just get rid of the things, the gadgets, kind of, and just put on a mic, and everything comes out of the soundbar. It's better, even on Teams or something. I just don't have to wear anything. I just like professionally talk like this, and it's really better for me. Is this JavaScript? Yes, I only know CSS and HTML. I'll get there soon. Yeah, I hope for the best for you, and get there and do it. I mean, yeah, that would be amazing if to see people actually progressing. And we will be live streaming every day. So for everybody who's new, I actually pinned up the Discord. I hope that you guys joined. And also we are doing this every day. So yeah, I only take one day off, I think Saturday, because I know, or usually Fridays actually, I take it off, because I know that everyone is just out for drinks or whatever, and nobody will be here. But I don't know. You know what, guys? Let's think about a better, like the good schedule for the things. All right, so maybe I will just do Excalidraw, and we think about a good schedule for our basically live streams and stuff. I'll share my screen. I honestly don't know what happened with TikTok. So basically, on the first 2 days that I streamed, in the first day I had, this is like 21 of January, I think, right? I streamed at 8 p.m., right? And at 8 p.m. I had around 15 people in the chat. Same as now, I think, like something like that. I had 15 people, which was really cool. The fun part is the next day, which is 22 of Jan, I streamed at 9, I think. So I tried different times. I had 90 people in the chat consistency, 90, but basically. Then I had 120 for some reason following me, and I started at 10 p.m. So I said, okay, maybe this will be kind of like the best. But then seems like after this day, it just fell down, and I don't know what is happening. Maybe it's a policy thingy. Maybe the TikTok does this kind of like, it does spread it to everyone, and then starts to kind of like search out what are your niche and what are the people. In the beginning, the chat was bad. Basically, the chat was everyone is talking about anything, kind of like they're talking between each other and stuff like that. And then started kind of like to be better and better and better, and the quality of people started to kind of like be interested in JavaScript and stuff. But the hell thing that happened, I think, is that the more you are going niche, the less people that can watch you, right? And that was the issue, I think. So basically, if now TikTok knows our community and which kind of people, it will always be less viewers until someday it will be just distributed to engineers. Yeah. So yeah, we have in the chat, Abel, for example, said that he's learned JavaScript. So it's just showing this to the people who are really learning at the moment, or has something with JavaScript. AI I use is in soundbar. If I walk, which is rare, I grab a headset. All I use is soundbar. If I walk, which is rare. Yeah. But why you don't walk? What is the problem with walking? I mean, yeah, I don't like headsets and headphones on the streets, because I feel like it's kind of scary. Like, you don't know what is happening behind you, next to you. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. And Yarko said it's a feature, not a bug. What is that? What's the feature, not the bug? Yeah, so it went back right now. Like, I average around 55 viewers sometimes at the same time, I'm saying. So now, today when we started, we had 25, but I think it's late to do at 10 p.m. So what I was thinking is just to say to you people, where and when and how do you want me to stream? So basically, this is kind of like you guys suggesting when will be the best time, do you think, that people can watch these kind of streams and stuff. So for me, I think 10 p.m. CET. Where are you from, Bidarmek? Where are you from? So I know the same time for you at the same moment when it's 10 p.m. in Germany. I think you are from USA, but I don't know which part, because I know that you have the time difference in every state, basically. Yeah, so 10 p.m. in Germany seems to be like normal, but for other countries, like, we are speaking English here, so it might be better to do it earlier for the English countries, actually. Something like the UK, now they have it already midnight. Illinois, CST, I think. Okay. 10 p.m. CET to CST. So basically, when I started, you have do you have now 4:25 p.m. at your place? So I think it's 3 p.m. CST, right? Oh, okay. Yeah. We are totally opposed, 100%. Yeah. I would just type time in Illinois. Oh yeah, correct. So I was correct. So yeah, that's nice. I mean, I think that it's really good for me to be at that time, because then 3 p.m. will be like generally good, unless I do like the 1 a.m. I once was on a live stream at 1 a.m. and then therefore there it was probably, I don't know, like 6 p.m. there, and people started to come very fast, like here to the chat. And at that time I was realizing that something is happening that I don't understand, but then I checked the times, and some people said, yeah, they're from LA or wherever, and it was making sense, because yeah, 6 p.m. seems like everybody grabs their phone and sit down and try to chat or whatever. Yes, correct. Look at you, you're retired. And what was your job before? Just asking, I'm just, yeah. I think I shouldn't ask, but if you don't think about answering, it's fine as well. Yeah, it should be later. So I will think about this. So I will do it this way, kind of. I will do once a 6 p.m. Stream, or 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. stream in Germany, and see like CET, and see how it works. And I will do the same for CST as well once. So for example, come back at 2 a.m. in the in the morning in Germany and just start live stream and see how it will behave. Because yeah, 100% I will track some new viewers. Yeah. Wow, you are a diesel technician. That's nice. So you probably understand a lot of cars and stuff like that. That's nice. Can I ask you a question? I have a car. It's I know that you're probably don't know much about cars, but I have the 330 BMW, and it bugs me that whenever I look at the control pilot in it, it does tell me that I have it for 1 year now, and it's brand new, basically still brand new, yeah. And I had 10,000 kilometers in it. And the funny part is it tells me you don't, because I used to every 10,000 kilometers to go change oil and change filters and stuff like that. But it tells me to not do it until you reach 36,000 kilometers. Either I was thinking that it is wrong, so I still need 26k kilometers to go, or I shouldn't trust it and do it. I think I shouldn't trust cars and do it myself and do it every year. I think that would be the best. Yeah. Anyhow, just a random question about about cars. Right. So now that we did this and we resolved the part of the contact page, let me see what I have for the index one. So for the index, we have like probably the layout and the auth provider and everything set up in it. Interesting. Too much interesting, actually. You know what I'm bugging me right now is that the contact doesn't have any auth provider and stuff like that, and this is the welcome page for that. So these are actually not connected to the auth provider at all, because the auth provider is passing by the index page. And as we call the application, yeah, the route is working, but the user is not connected. Wrong. So we are doing something wrong. So here about this app, the layout. So probably if we have a layout here and the nav bar is inside the app page, the nav bar should be visible when we visit the contact page, but now it's not. And I'm thinking it's something with yeah, it's something with what I have here. Yeah, so each time, really bad bad move that I did in the app.tsx, I have the layout and then I lose the layout, basically. Yeah, I have an idea, which is basically to just use the layout and that's it. Yeah. I will use the layout right now in the contact page just for the sake of it. So here before even this div, I will be inside that, and I will surround it by a tag, and I will call this layout tag. and I'll see how can I do that. Probably I need to import the layout. I'll just type layout directly, see if that comes up. Yeah, it comes up. Nice. Oops, I'll delete this line, and then I need just to check that that's how I integrate the layout. Yeah, correct. I'll delete this one, see again, correct. Nice. So now if I go to my contact page, you see now, yeah, the layout is correct. So basically now we have still the nav bar there, right? Now I want to click send, but for some reason it's refreshing the page each time. That's probably because we need to prevent default kind of part. I will try to do it. I will see if that will work, but I think it wouldn't. Because we don't have anything here called event. How can we prevent the default then? Let me check. Formic. Interesting. So there's a form. Where is the form from? Ah, I get it now. Yeah, so the only problem that we're having here is that probably the form that we used here, we need to rename it, and probably a smart rename would work for us. Oh no, okay, I'll just call it form again. And that one will be our form from actually Formic. So we don't use any form from normal tags or JSX, and therefore I think our page won't reload. Let's try it again. Okay, cool. So we have Jones send. Yeah, cool. Ah, yeah, it's returned an object. That's weird. All right, so I'll share my screen again. So basically what is happening is that when I did my name here, which you cannot see because it's in black, it's first name, that's the input, and then send, it will wait 3 seconds or 1 second, and I will return with this object of object, which is probably wrong. We need to find out why. Because values, I think if I do values.firstname, for sure it will do that. So now if I send again, it will reply with my name. Correct. So that's amazing, man. That's amazing. I mean, now it works. The validation part, I think we will do that tomorrow, but for now let's save this and say up that we added Formic correctly with the correct layout for the contact page. Nice. Oops, inactivity issue again. All right, so now that we did that, do you guys have any questions? Maybe I need to answer some of yours. I am surprised by actually how much Kick is really bad at filtering chats. No, not getting a call. It's just that Live Studio is separate than OBS, and every time, like literally now we are on 1 hour and 30 minutes and 45 seconds. So at 1 hour and 30, it just fires up saying, "Hey, are you here?" Yeah. Nice. So Bidar actually answered my question, saying extended filter life extends the life of the oil. Correct. Last new car I has was over 10k per oil change. Oh, okay. But for mine it says 36,000. That's what bugs me. It was like either I have the best car in the world, because when I take it to the technician it cost me 230 I think for the oil, and around 400 for filters, so it will be 600 euros or something, and that's too much, right? Let's persist it on the DB. What do you mean by that, Yarko? Worth it to learn Vue or nah? Moonless ask. I think Vue is very cool. Vue is like Svelte, and it's kind of really badly amazing for me because I'm using React. Juan said they are ripping you off. They sure rip me off because it's a new car, and also I still have like the contract with BMW, so I always take the BMW house. That's why. Yeah, yeah. That's why they do all of that, and they kind of wash the car also, and they check everything else. I mean, yeah, I said a few stuff, but it's too much, I know, but I took it only once there and I learned my lesson. So next time I'll take it somewhere else. What education do you have? I'm currently studying my math so I can apply for a full stack developer. But why you are studying math? Paul asked. Paul asked that he's studying math to apply for a full stack developer. Math is okay. It might help you to actually be good at your job and stuff. But still, it's kind of questionable because I don't know, are you applying for a university first and then maybe that's the reason? I have no idea. Ah, but still you don't really need to. You don't really need to do that. The only thing that you need probably is just to get used to certain stuff like algorithmics, and to get also to use your brain correctly when it comes like to this situation where you are trying to kind of like parse a string or something, and you know how to search the web. You know, when I checked once, people, they have the adjective for that. They say you are googly, which means you know how to Google stuff, which is correct to a point, basically. Not to 100%, but you are googly and you also know some, not math, but logic, right? So and to apply to the education, I need mathematics too. Oh, okay. I understand now. Next.js. Hey, it's Mo, said Next.js. No, it's not Next. This is pure React 18, and we are trying to learn here. And that's it, nothing much. We are learning some stuff, and actually we just prepared the form. I think BStudio mentioned that he didn't know the fact that React had stateless forms, so I showed him that. I showed him how Formic can work without states. Basically it has states in it, but it's also stateless if you think about it. You just values like array, and you have initial values and you work with it. The moment I saw it, I really felt happy because it takes a lot of the hustle, and it makes you really kind of at ease because you don't have a lot of refreshes and what we call like prop drilling in React, which is cool. All right, cool. Do you guys have funny stories like about the jobs and stuff? Did you ever went to a job and you had like a funny part or that happened something? Have you ever gone to any school to learn this or you self-learned? It's very funny, Paul, that you asked, because I also learned mathematical modeling basically, and mathematical modeling is different from coding 100%, and and at that time I just kind of like learned things by doing alone at my own pace. So programming, I learned it by myself, right? But math and stuff, I learned it in school. Have you ever interviewed people? Yeah, Yarko, I do interviews all the time. I have actually 2 interns interning right now at my small company, and they're really doing well. I really think they are great. They don't need so many assistants, because I also surprised by how much now JavaScript is available in the web, so they can search the web and find actually very good material to learn from and stuff, which was really cool because I see that they are progressing very well. I also copied right now Discord, so anybody who's new here in the chat, please go to the Discord. We're trying to welcome some people to the chat. Bidar said maybe. By the way, automatically I have like Twitch kind of notifications on Discord. So whenever I am on Discord and I kind of like start a live stream, it will send only Twitch notifications. But also whenever I'm on Twitch means that I'm also on TikTok. So either this or that. You can come here or there, right? And also, if you are always on TikTok and you want to also follow me on Twitch, just go and search for Async and Stack. Yeah. Yeah, Pao, I will answer as many questions as you want. It's really good to also put people to their path. I mean, I also asked questions to other people before who answered me, and I kept having conversations with good people that basically shaped my future, and I'm really happy because of that. Yeah. Oh, DB asked, is this ghosty term? This guy should be knowing his stuff because ghosty is very new actually. Actually it was done like in a span of a year, and it was starting to be marketed like 2 months ago. Yeah, you can have it on Linux with whatever package manager that you're having, but also it's installed on Mac with Brew, I think. Yeah, but it's still cascaded, and also it's still like very small, maintained by a small team, but it's actually very cool. It's built on Rust, and for sure Rust here is like the best language to build terminals with. But to be clear with you, this is PowerShell terminal, and it is affected with WSL terminal as well. And I have NeoVim configuration with some indentation, kind of nerd font stuff that I installed for configuration. Ah, yeah, Ghost is built with Zig. Sorry for that. Yeah, you're right. What is built with Rust? I think it's the other one. Warp, I think. Yeah. But anyway, they're all built really well and maintained very well. I think I really like Ghosty, but I also was thinking maybe I wait a bit before I install it and start working with it. And yeah, that's it. Is this React or React Native? This is React, by the way, Jan. Yeah. So basically, what I did is that I prepared like a GitHub repo. Let me share my screen. I will share the link also. It's not so long ago that I did this, but maybe if I click repos will pop up first. Let me just take Discord out of the way so it just spans up. Yeah, my NeoVim setup. This is the link for it. You can go here and you will find everything in the Lua. If also you want to know why do I have this Tokyo night with a good opacity in the background, that's my PowerShell part here, like configuration. I also put the terminal, I use Fish terminal with all my posh. So you will find out like the post theme that I'm using. And I have Lua configuration for everything for NeoVim basically. Yeah, all these files are basically plugins that you can find also on GitHub, and you just configure the hotkeys for them. But I think I have like basically the basic hotkeys. I didn't change much, so you'll find a very good basic configuration. That's it. I will share now this the link in the chat, and that's it. I think you don't really need more than that to start over. But the thing is that maybe if you have any idea about how to correct some of the stuff, or if you want to do a PR, please do, because probably I will accept it, and we maintain the configuration together, right? Bistudio said, made myself some falafel, they smell so good. Yeah, what is this project? This is a project for white noise app, and right now we are just building like small contact form with Formic. We were thinking to add Zod, but I'm destroyed. Honestly, I feel super sleepy, so maybe tomorrow we will do that. But also I shared out my Discord. There we talk a lot, and maybe tomorrow as well we will be able to play something, maybe play some game together with the chat, and try to kind of like have some fun, right? Which will be really good. I will still share my Discord link for you guys, and I need you all to go there. And today only we have 1, 2, 3 new users there. We have Dev by Decom, that's nice, that's Sean I think, and we have Robel, which is also new. Yeah, I'll share it again. I need to copy the link and then I will share it in the chat, and then you can just paste it on, I don't know where, in Chrome probably, and then it will be taking you to Discord automatically. Yeah. Yeah, I think I will do that on my bio. The thing is that I think I cannot do it in my bio. I have the possibility to add, let me go to TikTok. Yeah, to add Instagram, something like that. Or just DM me, you know what? DM me and I will add it. Yeah. I will paste it in the DM. That will be even easier for you. Can I add a link maybe in my profile link, kind of? Maybe. I actually didn't think about that. Let me do it in bio, maybe. I would put Discord. Discord and then the link, basically. Let me also get a very good link from Discord that is never go erupt, because you can create links that are forever, basically. We want our invite links to be for at least forever, never to expire. Yeah. And then I will put it maybe in my bio and try to see if that will get saved. Actually, it got saved, but the thing is that I'm not sure if it will be clickable. Interesting. It's not clickable, so we probably need to find a way to do that, because in link I have website. Maybe I will put it in website and I will call it Discord. Alright, whenever you click website on my profile, you will find Discord. That would be it. Yeah, it's now there. Cool. I mean, I will add also my Instagram or wherever, and that's it. It seems like a cool idea. Yeah, thank you guys for suggesting that, and let's continue. Hey, Marina is here. ZXZ is here. Wow, guys, you are like night owls. Wojtek said something that I don't understand, but you're welcome to kind of elaborate in the chat and explain to us what you wanted to say. Do you have a cybersecurity community too? Actually, as much as I did that, and I don't really have that topic right now in my on my head to code about, but maybe you can ask questions about that in Discord and maybe we will talk about it. Yeah. Morgina, how are you? How are you doing? How is life? And explain to me, guys, why you are always connected after midnight. That's the time you want to sleep and listen to some random guy doing JavaScript on TikTok. That's nice. All right, I'll try to kind of like fix this username stuff and links. Yeah, I will take off the YouTube. I will link off YouTube and I'll put Instagram instead, and therefore you will have the whole ecosystem. Yeah. Yeah, I will show you what I changed for sure. So we installed some new package called Formic here, and that form actually we created like kind of new route. We called it contact, right? And this new contact route, we have like a form for it, and right now it just accepts first name. It will also accept second name, maybe as a string. Let's do it, an email as also a string. Right, later this will actually change, right? So now you see that I have an error here because I need actually to just add that up. as also an empty for now, initial value, and add the email as empty as well, as initial value as well. And here we just, yeah, we need to make fields for that as well. So we're going to 2p. Okay, that's enough. 2p. So yeah, I will change this one to be second name. I will copy that. I will go here. I'll paste it. Now I'll paste it here as well. And here, this one should be. Let's paste that like that, and just, yeah. And what else? This should be email, right? I will go here. Oops. I think whenever I copy something and then press dot, it should be do the same thing. But yeah, now it did it. Cool. So this one should be John at 123.com as a placeholder. This should be John Smith for sure. And submit should be submit as always. So here we are just alerting the first name, but we can alert like JSON.stringify or parse. Stringify seems cool, and values. Let me see in the example what they did exactly, because in the example I think they chose, oh, I don't have that open anymore. What a bummer. No, I still have it open somewhere. Yeah, they did. Yeah, so I'm not sure how that works exactly. But okay, I did a mistake now. I need to take this to here, so the terminal looks complete for you guys. Oh yeah, so the thing here, I think we need to kind of like choose in the stringify function a radix. So we say here null and 2, which is kind of like a radix part for stringify function. And that's it. I mean, that's all. That's what was it done, kind of. Night people are better. For sure, night people are better. Yeah. Because we are the night owls that thinks about becoming millionaires, building stuff online at at midnight. Yeah. Tom said, "Is this NeoVim?" Yes, Tom, this is NeoVim, and we shared actually my configuration up ahead. If you want to know more about it, I just pinned it in the chat, so you will see it, and you can copy it actually if you want to. Hopefully that answered your question. Cool. I need a haircut so badly, man. Like, my hair is like very long, to the point that it started to bother me now. Yeah. Okay, so now you see what I'm talking about is that when people come here and it's 1 or midnight or whatever, I think most people are joining now are from the US and eastern or western part of the world. Why the set timeout? Because we don't have a fetch kind of thingy right now, or like a hook for fetching, or we don't even have a backend. Let's say that. So for me, it's just like to mock like the set timeout, and also I want to see that set submitting. Is it actually going to work on the set timeout correctly or not? And that's it. Like for this, yeah, to mock state change. Yeah. And this I'm gonna use, basically I'm not seeing the use of it, but I saw it existing in basically Formic docs. So I was like, yeah, why not? Yeah. Cool. Do you want me to show you the app also? I'll show you that. So now I will share my screen basically, and I will go to my local host. I think I have it open. No, I don't. So what we built now, yeah, so this is the app. We have white noises. We have this input to put your own white noise if you want to listen to something from YouTube. You have a break and a focus. Everything is really bad right now. If you start this, then you need to click reset here to reset everything and stop. The about page is not working well. I don't have the layout set up there, but what we built today is just this part. We need to change it for sure, make some CSS part, but now when you click send, you will have your settings on top here that you just put. For now it's fine. I just wanted to put this in the contact page and forget about it in case someone wants to send an email or something like that, and also for me to train on the part where I'm using Zod basically later on, because we will implement Zod for Formic, and usually you do Formic with the app, which is a package for validation kind of, but for me I turned out I wanted to use like the middleware of Formic with Zod, and I'm gonna test myself there and see if I can do it, and if I don't need ChatGPT on it. So many new followers. Oh, thank you a lot. Yeah, I see. That's really amazing. They came out when you came, actually. That's really nice. All right, so for the new followers and who's watching new here, I will share with you again and again and again my Discord. So you guys can also have the possibility to chat, and as I promised you guys, we can do some gaming or whatever you want, or chatting on Discord, or maybe even events and stuff. Yeah, I see Juan actually messaged me on Discord, so I will just reply to him. Yeah, nice, cool. That's amazing, guys. And yeah, now if you have more questions, please feel to do it. Do you like VM more than usual editors? Is it faster for you? For me, it's fast. As you see, like, I'm really used to it. Not that much though, but I do Control U to go up very fast, Control D to go down very fast. If I want to copy a page, I'll just go like this and then select and start selecting the whole thing. I mean, I got used to it sometimes, even though like I did my own configuration. So basically here, if I want to do like select only inside the parentheses or the curly braces, I'll do like this for selecting, which is VI and then curly brace. If I want to select around the curly braces, I will do that, and the curly braces also will be surrounded. If I want to actually surround the curly braces by something else, I'll do Control S, and then I will go like parentheses and I will surround it again. I will do U for putting that back. If I want to copy this to my registry and use it somewhere else, I have a registry here that pops up and do stuff, and my little key is space basically, and I save normally, and QA for exiting and stuff like that. I have Tmux, which you see right now. I'm moving through terminals, and I feel like this is very good. I have here my file stuff set up. If I want to add a new file, I just press A and I start typing. Escape for sure, or GK for escaping, and space EE to hide that. If I want actually to hover over the file that I am on, I will do space EF, and then I will be on the file, which is the contact here. Yeah, I have also something else, which is the lazy git part, which is the best thing that I can show you. I do LG or space LG. Right now I have the contact here. I even have my branches. I have my remote branches. I can see what I have on my remote. I have fixes branch on my remote, for example, that I don't have locally. I go back here, I press A, I press C for committing. Now I will add, for example, adding some more values. You cannot see that because my screen is very small for TikTok, but now when I click enter, you will see on develop there is like this like arrow with up, and then I'll do shift B, and then boom, it just goes to GitHub. And look, that's super fast. I didn't even take my hand from the keyboard and I did all of that. So that's really nice. Yeah, and I appreciate that people are interested in NeoVim these days. And if I get really good with it, probably I will start doing the plugins myself. And I will make you the 10x plugins for engineers. ZXZ. Do you mind to actually mention where are you from and all? I think where you're from. I think you're from the Middle East, right? But I don't know which maybe university that you graduated at. Maybe you can share with us, and I can refer you to some people saying, hey, I know this guy, you know, the usual thing. Yeah. Margina wishes you a congratulations on graduation, and I do that as well. Yeah, I wish you all the best, mate, and I hope that you become better than me and better than everybody, and we see you on Silicon Valley. Yeah, you're from Palestine, and you're 48 what exactly years old? That's really nice. How's it going in Palestine and Gaza right now? That's really a bummer. I wish for the best for all of you guys, and I hope that you guys have the best outcome out of this. And hopefully Trump doesn't execute some of the most stupid decisions in this year. Man, I want just to have a normal year since like 2020 or something. Every year is just messed up. Why your voice sounds like King Julian from Madagascar? Who's that? I don't know it. Let me check it. King Julian. Arab 48. That's nice, man. That's really nice. Yeah, I get you. Like the Nakba stuff. I don't know if you do. You know that I speak Arabic, by the way? Yeah. I don't know. I know. I know. The I like to move it guy. Yeah, I know it. I know it. But yeah. You know what? When I get tired, then it's just after midnight now. I just chill like this, and I put the mic down, and I put my like chair to the settings of chill, bro, and I just start to talk as slow as possible because honestly, I have two neurons only left in my head right now, and I don't want to spend them on anything but coding. Yeah. Do you code robotics too? I actually do embedded a bit. I do have something at work that I embed and sometimes work with, but it's not a robot. It's like a small robot, kind of. Yeah. Nice. HZ asked, "Are you full stack, just just JavaScript?" That's actually a very kind of what we call in French like question piège, which means like like I don't know in English how can I say that. A rhetorical question or something like that you answer this way is wrong, this way is also wrong, because it's a piège. It's like a problem. So the thing is that JavaScript is full stack, by the way. JavaScript you can do also full stack with it. You can do Node.js and Express and be good at it, right? And also you can do front-end React and stuff and Svelte or whatever. Svelte is awesome. Guys, if you are learning JavaScript and you want to do Svelte, do it because that's really good. Which language do you suggest for finance? Go with Python. Python has a lot of good finance packages. And I saw with SWR last time, I saw someone using economy trading like packages with Python for scraping data for like Bitcoin and stuff like that, like crypto. It was really amazing. Which language do you suggest for finance? That's what I answered. Sorry, I read it again. Do you think PHP will die in the next few years? I heard PHP is dying 30 years now. And I'm 30 years old. I'm kidding though. But for the last 12 years, when I graduated from high school, I graduated at 17, so 13 years. Since day one in university, everyone's saying PHP will die. Till now, it's not dying. I think they have like their update 18 or something like that, and each year it's better and better and better. And now, to be honest, React right now is getting complicated, and people are actually getting back to PHP. I'm in bootcamp for full stack, and I have no idea what's going on with React. I mean, AZ, by the way, we are streaming here every day, so you can join in, and we will actually share with you a lot of knowledge about JavaScript. And honestly, JavaScript is awesome, and we are trying kind of like to spread the word here and make sure that you guys are actually learning for free, and you don't have to pay to watch these. Hey, Ron is here. Ron, by the way, you are here for more than 5 times, so right now you will become a mod. And I'm trying to make people who I know that they are here every day mods, so they can help out when Marjana is not here or B Studio is not here. Did university prepare you enough for your job day by day? Not really. University, if not, I wasted my 4 years there. 6 years actually. I had a master's also. No, man, like university, if you are in university, try to study half of the time, 50% of the time. Study coding, study the stuff, but also 50% of the time go and enjoy yourself. Like, what do you call now that the Gen Z have like some good words? I was in like university, like what is the word for it? Like I heard that recently, a Rizzler, a Riz guy. I was like literally going from a place to another, enjoying my life, like knowing as much people as I can, um, going out for drinks. Like I did everything that is not coding, literally. And I started coding after I got my graduation. Basically, I knew that, let's say not like this, but it's it's just that I knew that I can do it, kind of like finish everything without the collateral damage, because where I studied, you can lose a year. Basically, if you don't do good in a year, you can lose everything and retry the whole year again. So people can finish 6 years in a bachelor, which is bad, right? So what I did is that I put myself in the minimum, what we call عشرة الحاكم in Arabic, which means in Tunisian actually, not Arabic. عشرة means 10 and الحاكم means the police. So the 10 of the police, or the card of the 10, we call it like this, which means that out of 20 you get always 10, which makes you pass and doesn't make any more effort. Not 11, not 12, not 15, not 20, only 10. You do 10, move on, that's it. I'm secure. I take my car and go away, So that's it. That's how I studied, and that's how I was like in university. So I was kind of like not really interested in learning anything new or trying to become like the best student or whatever. No, no. Only one time, like when they give us project, I always do my projects at home. So if I don't go every day to school, because they don't also tell us to come every day. Like in 6 months, I go around 1 month. So let's say 10 days per month or something, or even less, right? So I wasn't really popular in between, like where the teacher talk about me, they always skip me and tell me like, you are not here all the time, blah 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 blah. You should come often. You're not doing it well. You're not learning the good way also. So for me, it was kind of like weird to kind of get these prejudgments, By the way, after university, I worked for Netflix, which is very funny. I took it off of my LinkedIn profile because I had really bad experience, and I don't want to talk about it much, but they are really more politics more than studying and stuff like that. So I was for like literally thinking about it, I was the only guy from the whole university who went to Netflix. I saw another guy who went maybe to Amazon or something, but Netflix at that time, 2019, was like booming, man. Booming. Like in the first year, I got like 7K and $7,000 in like stocks. The next year, that 7K became 45K. I went and balled it on booze and fun and stuff like that. But I regret it. I should have invested it more. Like I kept investing and stuff. But that's how you learn, right? Yeah. Just live your life, man. Nice. Come on, do some. Some of what? What is XSS? I have to learn it in security. Oh, you're talking about that. Oh no, I don't have the head to do that now. Where did you study? I studied in l'École Parisienne de Paris, which means like l'École Polytech Paris, which is like Polytechnical University of Paris, for 4 years. And also I studied in IZN, which is Tunisian high school, like Tunisian Institute of Neapolis Institute of Technology. Neapolis is like a very historical place in Tunisia. Neapolis is very known, actually. There's books about it. And then master in Russia, in Moscow 1 year, and then 2 years in Voronezh, Moskovsky Государственный университет. It's like a university for mathematical modeling and stuff. Прикладная информатика was my stuff to learn, so I speak a bit of Russian because of that. Nice. So BStudio back in the chat. I've been programming C++ for 10 years now, although sometimes it makes me have nightmares. I like it. Yeah, same for me. JavaScript, I've been coding for around 9 years now. I still make a really buzzy mistakes and stuff like that, but I still love it, and I really love it a lot. I think I won't even switch. If it continues to become until I'm like 60 years old, I will keep doing it. Just to waste money by strict on an end user. What is working and where? I'm working with Adobe right now. Adobe and another company called SFC. Adobe is like a remote contractor. SFC is like one of my dream jobs that I always wanted to have. It's kind of like this green factory that produces batteries that use methanol and turn them into water that you can use for whatever you want. And this is in Munich, in Germany, in a place called Bruntal. It's like a very like farm way place, and I'm enjoying myself here. It's really green and kind of like I enjoy it, but it's a bit expensive. I'm thinking about moving as soon as possible. Can you see your resume? I want your inspiration. Yeah, I can share with you my LinkedIn profile, so everybody who wants to also see my LinkedIn profile, I will show them. So I'm reading the chat, by the way. I'm reading one by one, so don't worry. I will read your comment if you put anything. Let's zoom in like this and see what I can share with you. I'll share right now. So that's me without the hair, with short hair though. This is the longest hair that I ever had. But yeah, it's even longer now than my teenage days. All right, let me read the comments, and then I will show you exactly what I do as well. And also we can get some inspiration and what I did and how I did it and all of that. Oh, Juan asked SFC Energy. Yeah, SFC Energy. Yeah. Do you know it? Maybe you worked at it or something? Bro, you must be pro. I've just started a second decision making logic. I'm not that pro, man. I'm just learning, and with it, like everybody. Cadence, is that your name? How can I read it? If I'm reading it wrong, please let me know. Cadence said you should learn Vue next. I prefer that, actually. I agree with you. I think Vue is more modular and better and easy to write, and I really enjoy it, and I think it's really one of the best, right? So let me show you where I work. Yeah, so this is SFC Energy. What I do exactly is just there, right? So design and implement high-level structure and patterns and application. So I design stuff. I make sure that people are actually happy with the designs that I do. Basically, mostly React components. I review and provide feedback, even though that I think the youngest when it comes to the front-end developers, but they ask me too many questions and they value me, so that's why I'm staying with this company. They're really very good. Like, we have one guy from Turkey, his name is Evrim. He's like the best developer that I ever met when it comes to front. It's really nice, and I think he's really amazing. And we have another one who joined from Ukraine. His name is Andrew. and yeah, they're really good. And they will provide like very good kind of support and stuff. And yeah, they ask me every time they do something. They ask me, and I should ask them, but they do ask me, which is very funny. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, I do, but I should name it Async Stack as well. Right now it's called Ayman Sakohi by my name. So my name here. If you type right now, you will find me also streaming there. Right. Okay, so what else? We had to offer solution to complex stuff, write unit tests, assign project estimations, and develop components, and working closely with teammates to ensure render quality. And you usually write high quality, but because it's fun about React that you always have render issues, so I put render quality, kind of like a secret word there. It's very funny, like the word is very small. Juan said that heard of it. I wanted to apply for it in 2019 as an internship. I can, if you want to apply again as an intern, I can recommend you if you want. They always need interns, I think, and I think you are really good with front end. So if we lose any of the interns, you're welcome. Yeah. And I don't know. Oh, wait a second. I think that you need to be in Munich. That's also one more thing. So I can help you. Otherwise, if they have another like another place like in Canada or something where they can apply and I cannot help you, then I cannot for sure. I also since 2014 work with Adobe. With Adobe, it's not really as close to what I do here. If I can say, what I do at Adobe is pretty shittier, and that's my opinion compared to what I do there. I collaborate with designers. I ensure designs are translated to accurate pixel to pixel perfect. It's too much details into this QA and stuff like that. In the beginning when I joined, it was very easy, and then boom, you are working with too much details, too much, multiple pages. Sometimes I worked on a promo with 20 pages once. I hated my life for a second. Yeah, that was the lowest point of my life, I think. Yeah. Road clean, maintainable, work in tandem, stay updated. That's what I do. So this is my company, small company, and this is what I do with Sequoia CEO. Is like a small company that I opened in London. What I do about it is just I build this. So this white noise app that we're building right now will go there. So we'll go here and become a SaaS basically. And I like that I'm building this like with kind of like step by step, let's say. And these step by step stuff are really helpful just for me to just ease up and not actually put myself into a situation where I am really in a hurry. So I build it with you. You also tell me to kind of like you will test it with me in the future and stuff like that, right? I look at Trippy saying AI could better code. For sure it can, but it won't. AZ asked, what's your advice for beginners? I think my advice for you is just to keep consistent, and that's it. That's all I can say. You basically need to learn every day, and maybe even put 10 minutes of learning into your schedule, and then becomes 1 hour, 2 hours, 2 hours for a year. You will become a really solid junior. Yeah. You moved to NRV. NRV is like the Düsseldorf area, Köln, that part, right? But then you were in Munich before, right? That's fun. Hated your life for a second. Now, teach me, senpai. I regret being a programmer at least 24 times per day. Yeah, every day you hate you hate to be a programmer. Nice. Happens to the best of us, correct. You think, what is the best one? I probably lost you there. Maybe you are talking about Munich as a city. I don't think it's the best. But if you're talking about something else, please correct me, right? So yeah, I also worked at IU, which is like a university. This is my first job in Germany, and anything under that is just history, kind of. Yeah. Amset is like an Arabic kind of company that I worked at in Dubai. It was really fun, but I worked remotely. They were in Dubai, I wasn't. Is it too old to start learning programming at 33 web dev? You mean at 33 years old? No. I am 30 now. I think I started worrying about becoming a good developer last year. So before last year, I was really shitty. I was about between the junior and middle level, honestly. Even though in my, I think I was lead in 2022, and I was having a team because I was really good at talking and I was really good with money management, more than coding. But I was also coding, but I didn't care much about coding. So it will take you 1.5 years from now till maybe you are 34 to 35. Then you are solid, and if you do it correctly, if you do it like me, like 4 like hours per day, like very much, you become like really solid. But you need to put more time than the normal people, basically. Yeah, for sure. You need to put more time. Yeah. Did you also had that you could work in web dev? Not really. I started with Java, actually. If you look at my profile, like the certificates that I got, why I cannot see my own certificates? What's wrong? Yeah, so this is experience detail. It's another. Yeah. So if you go maybe to here, somewhere in my profile, should be like a section where it shows like certificates and what I studied. So for example, the things that I started to do at 2018 when I was studying is programming oriented design, right? And then I did learning Java, and then Java Essential, and then Node.js suddenly, and I fell in love with it. And then I moved to Node.js, React, learning TypeScript. As you see, TypeScript, I started to learn it like heavily, like recently. But before, I wasn't caring too much because all the packages, they bring their types with them, basically. I built a GraphQL with AI and stuff like that, and recently completed the Vim fundamentals from Front-End Masters with the Primogen guy. It's really cool fun, and he teaches you basically what I teach you in Vim class yesterday. Yeah. You're hilarious. I'm 3 months in, followed you. Thanks for the advice. Thanks, man. I mean, I just wish you all the best, and I think that you can follow us here and move on with your life. And if you need any question, please DM me. I will try also to assist you when it comes to that. And yeah, I mean, life is good when it comes to be like consistent, and just do that the right way. Try to learn and not fear learning, basically. Yeah. Juan is on live stream and he texted me saying that life is good, so I'm happy by you. Yeah. Nice. So let me just always, I will keep always doing Discord. So guys, you can pin it whenever it's unpinned. I will pin it now, so people can also come to it. And I also added up in my profile, so you can click there and join. That would be amazing. So yeah, my Discord is called Spaghetti Code, just because I write spaghetti code all the time, and it's really nice. Yeah. How does one build project by copy pasting from tutorial or what? That's a way to go at it, but not the perfect way to do it. Yeah, that's a way to go at it in the beginning, but then you need to start yourself. You need to start doing things yourself, basically. You can't copy C++ also that. Yeah. Which Java good for? I started with C++ because people say it's powerful. Yeah, it is powerful, and Java also it is powerful. They are close to each other in terms of kind of oriented design, object-oriented design, but always and overall it depends on what you want to build in the future, right? So if you want to build kind of like I don't know, like a web app, please do the possibility to kind of like learn just JavaScript or Python or something like that, so you can have framework that help you out, right? Cool. That's it. I mean, it goes like that, and then it goes smoother and smoother with time, and you will be able to code yourself alone and without the tutorials and stuff. Why do I feel so guilty coding? Sabo, can you elaborate on that? Sabo asked that he feels guilty while coding. I don't understand that part though. I'm gonna learn JavaScript for cross-platform mobile app development. Okay, so now that Barry has a goal, that's really nice goal actually. So he wants to build JavaScript for cross-platforms, which means that he wants to do, for example, let's say iOS and Android plus web development. Let's say here you are doing React Native kind of stuff, right? So that's a good path, but you need also to know the frameworks, right? So either you go web development purely like React or Angular and you add Ionic, so you can actually route up your application to go anywhere, any way you want, or you just stick with Android Studio and build only for Android, or Swift for iOS and say, okay, that's what I want to do. Because Swift for sure, like, let's think about it. If you work your way up to a senior level with Swift, you will be at Apple. Just that there, like all the Swift developers that are really good, they end up there. Yeah. Or if you are really good with Android Studio, you probably keep building up for Android and stuff like that. Even though that I kind of don't like that, because you can do it as both ways with learning React Native, for example. Yeah, because you are a beginner, copy pasting is fine, but what matters is that you understand what you are copy pasting, basically. Yeah, that's the power of it. And if you're copy and then like put 10 seconds into that paste and say, hey, I think this and this and this is equal to something, and then therefore I am doing that just to achieve my goal. So therefore, yeah, I copied it, but at least now I can rewrite it. There's something called syntactic sugar, kind of like in the tip of your fingers you will become good at doing stuff, and then at some point you'll start writing code without even noticing yourself writing it, and be like, yeah, I wrote things correctly, that's really nice. And then you will give yourself a tap on the shoulder and start over learning a new stuff that you will copy as well. So it be like that all the time, so don't give yourself a hard time copying stuff. Keep copying. If I tell you keep copying, do that forever, man. I can say that, and that's how you learn. Okay, Pat said React component using Formic. Yes. Why did you have a possibility to use Formic with some other packages or some other framework? I think in Svelte it should be there as well. Yeah. Nice. I see people joining now. Okay, at nearly 1 a.m. people still join. Maybe we are now triggering the American kinda audience. Cool, now we have 40 watching. Let's go up, up, up. Share everybody the live stream. I'll share with you my Discord. Please join. Do you need validation? User can submit empty form. No, here they cannot. So basically, we are, yeah, you joined in a critical moment. Basically, we are thinking about using Formic plus Yup, right? But then it came to my mind that we can use Zod. We found out like a package called, let me find it for you. It's called Formic-Zod. Is that Formic with Zod npm? I will find it because I think I closed it. Yeah, Zod Formic adapter. And we will do that basically for the schema. Actually, we can do it now. Why not? Yeah. Sure. Nice. ZXZ joined the Discord. Frodo Wayne say, what is this, bro? I'm learning. This is JavaScript, TypeScript, also React. This is a form that is handled by Formic. That's what we are doing here. Basically, we have a layout. We have the Formic object that does the render the form in a form of like adapting its values, and whatever you put in that form and click submit, it will send it to somewhere. Right now we don't have a backend for this app, and we probably won't. We will probably set up like a small backend for it. I'm not sure how it will be, but how we will do it, but it's gonna be really epic. I think we will do great with it. Have you ever thought about teaching basic JavaScript in TikTok? Studio, that's really good. I did that. If you go back to my old videos, they were tracking really good numbers, but lately I feel like it's bad. I mean, I feel like whenever I put a video, I put a video about recursion that I did last year. It's like 2 days ago I put it, but I feel like people are not really interested in this kind of videos, and they want live streams, they want support, they want to do this kind of stuff. So live stream it is, right? So now yesterday we had 5k followers, right? Today we have 5k 184, so we are kind of plus 200 followers, right? If I keep like this and I reach 50k, let's say, viewers or followers, if I reach 50k, I'm like, okay, I'm done. Maybe I will have around 100 subscribers at then, and then I will start making my own university or something. Yeah. So it is like that. I want just to go slow and move on and see what can I reach with this live stream, because these live streams, as you see, it's not always I'm coding. It's more of like I am hanging over with you, right? A pickle costs 1.85 euros over here. Also, my subscription will cost something like that, because actually TikTok takes some of it, I think, until you sign with them something, but I'm not there yet. I need to kind of like find an agency some point and maybe make a partnership. Lucas said a good question. Can we code together? Yeah, Luca, we have my GitHub actually here. Let me share. And you can go to my GitHub. You will find out the project is called White Noise Project. It's like an app for white noise. Here you go. Here, the source files, and you can, if you like something and you want to fix something, please do a PR. I will accept the PR. Pull request here. By the way, today we had P Studio doing again another PR for Streambase. He did like problems to solve out, but today luckily we don't have challenges for lead code, but he added new challenges, which is really cool. I will show you his commit, or maybe I can show it from the code. That will be more pretty. So if you go here, and then I will go to MD, the table of content. So basically I will try to update it as well with the kind of stuff that we did. So medium difficulty, hard difficulty stuff, and then we will build stuff like this. So we need to do this next time. And coding is fun. What is this? Coding lol is fun. So what does this do? It adds one of these randomly, and then okay, I don't know, but I will read it later. This is probably to jump the A somewhere inside these parentheses. That's cool. Yeah, so these are kind of like coding problems, and we will do it. together. That's nice. I mean, yeah, I like this collaboration. It just makes me happy to see people interested. And everything for sure is on Discord, so please, any of the moderator, if you go just back and pin it again so people can join, that would be good. Yeah. Nice. So cool. Where do you get your tech news? What sites can you recommend to stay updated? Yeah. Yeah, I will share my screen again for that. I have, okay, well, you know what? I will put them in Discord. You know what? I will put them in Discord. I will share everything on Discord. So everybody who's interested in something like that, I will share it on Discord, enter events or enter the section for announcement, basically. Yeah. That section of announcement probably is what people want to see when I want to kind of like do some of the things that I see epic, so I will announce it there. For example, I have a friend of mine who is a data scientist. He wanted to talk a bit maybe in a live stream with me someday, so we will invite him and ask him. He works at Mercedes, like the car company, which is a really good also company here in Germany, and maybe he can spill the tea, right? Nice. So what is my GitHub? That's what Juan asked actually in Discord. I will just paste it here in the chat as well. So that will be my GitHub. Also, if you are interested in this stuff, you can visit it. Do you know something about Swift? I don't know nothing about Swift actually. I never use Swift. Some typed languages are unbelievably ugly. Correct, I agree with you. Especially TypeScript makes React very ugly. But the thing is, what should we do about it? We should just render what our bosses tell us. And we should also make it a bit safe, because here we're using Formic. I will add a validation for sure, but overall we need types for this project. Yeah. Cool. How many people streaming basically software development on Kick? It's only me. So you know that Kick is not really that good with this. Nice. Another guy probably has 4 viewers. Ah, okay, another guy joins. Yeah, has 4 viewers. He's building some plugins, I think. Very cool. Interesting. Yeah, his friend who works at Mercedes. That's what I said, young one. All my friends actually work at very good companies here in Germany, but not all of us started with good companies. We all started with bad ones and then moved on. Yeah. Nice. We have now 5,180 followers. That's really cool. I mean, I like that live streams are making like the channel bigger, but I wish that's not only the live streams, that also people comment about the videos and ask questions, because that also make things better. And yeah, for everybody who actually messaged me, I will try to answer you later, because now I'm checking my phone and I see some of you did that. All right, cool. All right, I will leave now the stage to you guys. What do you want to talk about? And I will read your comments. Walter White did in the chat. He said, what editor are you using? I'm using NeoVim. If you go up a bit the comments, if you cannot see them, I will actually pin another comment, which is the GitHub comment, for a second, and then we can get back with Discord. There you can find out that I push like a my config for NeoVim, and you can actually copy it and use it. Yeah, man, but I don't know why, but yeah, I need probably a base, because I contacted some people for like collabs and stuff, and they totally ignore, you know. Ron asked this question, but I hate these people who ignore me sometimes. I'll be like, okay, but why? Some guy said joined late. What is this for? It's an app that we built together in the chat. It's about white noises, basically, where you can listen to some stuff while studying, right? So also there's someone who asked about Zod. Are you going to add Zod? Who is this? Rick said, are you going to add Zod? Yes, we are going to add it right now, actually. Let me just install that Formic adapter part, because Formic works very well with the app, but now let's do the Zod part, right? I will go npm install Zod Formic adapter, so we can create kind of like a validation. Oh, there is like npm font bar. Okay, npm audit fix. I don't care. Yeah, so now we have our gentry correctly done. The next thing we're gonna do, I think, is to just get the toFormic validation scheme, right? It's called toFormic validation scheme. toFormic validation scheme, right there. Yeah. And in terms for us to use it, we will do it under the type here. So basically what we're gonna do is just that we're going to pass the schema into an object of Zod, and Z should be available correctly from Zod. So basically I think I also need to install Zod. Okay, I don't have Zod. What the hell? So I didn't know that. I thought that it's only one package, so npm install Zod. So now what we need to do with this is just npm install, no, what I'm doing, import Z from Zod. Yeah. So yeah, one thing that bugs me a bit, I will put Zod on top, and I will put this one as well on top, and I will put also this one on top. So we have our modular imports like that, and our layout stuff from here. So this one also on top. Yeah. Nice, that way it's better. But why do I have create file route? Oh, that's by the routes from there. Alright, so we will create const schema z.object. Does it need what it needs? What it needs is basically, okay, you can name anywhere anything here in this schema, so basically we will use the same name. Okay, so we will use the first name, and we'll do it as string. I think also you need to do z.string here. Alright, and then I will do the same, so I will do 2p basically, or maybe, you know what, I'll do this and then 2p here, and then I see the w this one, and I'll do second consent, no, not consent, second name. Why it's not actually coming up? This one email. So yeah, I'll just do email. I think I can find it. No, it doesn't exist. Okay. I think we don't need the string part. I'll just do dot email. I think string does not exist on type of import. Okay, I actually forgot about how to do that. Zod email validation. Maybe you in the chat, guys, can let me know how to do that, because I honestly will look right now. Yeah, it says that you put it as a string, and then yeah, so this is a good validation that I will copy from the internet, but I'd rather actually not copy it, but I would just do it like this. Delete this one. Minimum message, this field has to be filled. That's one. Also, let's copy this, do these as well, and find that. Okay, find that, and we paste. We need also to put the comma here, and also the comma here. Cool. Schema is declared, but its value never read. What do you mean by that? Ah, okay, sure. Yeah. Nice, the schema. Now we just need to pass it in the formic, probably after the initial values, before the submit, validation schema, and we just pass the schema. That's it. I mean, we did it, right? Now I am scared. What is this? We need to use the two formic validation schema, right? I don't know. Maybe I need to check it. Okay. That's nice. I don't know about this. So usually, if you don't have this form validation schema thingy, you will usually do it normal like I did it now. But instead, we going to do this, and we're going to surround it by a function, and that function will be two formic validation schema. And therefore, now if we test this, it will work. It will be really working correctly, right? Oh wow, we have 50 people, and I cannot see all the comments, I think. Or are you all focusing on what I'm doing? Unless that will be the best kind of students that I want to have. All of them focusing, nobody's actually doing anything else. Thoughts on PHP? PHP is awesome. I think it became very much better. Don't believe people who says that it will go away, it will no, never. And please, yeah, join our Discord on top, and if you want to help, or by the way, a lot of people asking me in the chat on DMs, how can they help me to become better at what I'm doing. We have a subscribe button, I think, in the chat. Maybe now it's there somewhere, or maybe in the profile you can subscribe. I don't know how much it costs even, because I think it's the lowest rate. You can choose 3 rates, and all good. You can do whatever. And we are streaming actually every day, and we're doing this every day until we have 10k, and then we will celebrate. We'll have like some good celebration live stream. Should I learn Python or JavaScript? Depends on what you're trying to build. Maybe comment below again what you are trying to build, and I'll let you know. Since with VSC code base is shared with Copilot, should I switch to BIM for privacy issues? I think you are a really good question. VStudio. But are you good to learn Vim? I mean, do you want to learn Vim? If you don't want to learn Vim, you can install, like, you can disable Copilot to actually be in sharing your information. Like, yeah. Yeah, Margina said even likes are helpful. Yeah, please like as much as you can. We have actually 6,000 likes on top. That's really amazing. Never tried them. Okay, we can try it together. I mean, we can do, you know what, we can do like kind of like a game together, all trying Vim and seeing who types something super fast or something like that. It would be really amazing to see like how everybody will stumble and have like problems and stuff, and we explain to each other. That way you will learn too much, right? We will make videos for fun someday. Yeah, so yeah, maybe in this weekend, if you want, guys, who wants to join, let me know. Maybe just type yes in the chat or something like that, and I will invite you all like for a meeting where we talk about JavaScript and give our opinion, all of us. We do like a podcast kind of thing online, right? Abel said, do you review portfolios? Yes, that's one of the sections that we do here in the chat, and people share their LinkedIn profile, or they go to my LinkedIn, they follow me, and I will go one by one and check their profiles, which is really cool. Yeah. Is there a max method in Zod? Like if I want max characters into a field? Yeah, you see it, there is a min and a max actually. Is that used Zod validation? Yeah, I actually didn't know that Formic can do that correctly, but there was this what is it called, package called Zod Formic Adapter that adapts Zod to go with Formic in tandem basically. Lead code, my brother. Yeah, so I have a technical interview test. How do I learn and pass this test? Lead code. Yeah, I mean, VStudio told you. Yeah. Roasting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's really fun also to see other profiles, and I learn much from juniors, man, these days than seniors, because juniors put whatever in their portfolio, and sometimes you end up with some guy who's interested in web development, but he coded so much in C++ or C# that he's super senior at it and he doesn't know, for example, right? These are the kids that are into video games and stuff like that. So sometimes it's good to know and to see their profiles, so you basically tell them, yeah, what's wrong what you're doing. Keep doing what you're using to do, and that's probably better than just hopping from a language to another, because to hop is really bad. To hop is kind of crazy. Yeah. Nice. So cool. Let me test out this. I will share the application again. I will show you how it works now with that Z. It looks bad and horrible for sure, because we have now like a new form that is probably the worst form ever. Oh, by the way, we didn't do the part where we show the validation, right? Okay, we need to do that first. So we need to show the validation somewhere, and also we need to make sure that we are validating correctly. So let me see an example, because I honestly don't know how to do that. The thing is that probably we need to do it under the input itself. We have like some label that shows the errors, and that would probably be it, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Rapel said actually you can use the type of Zod too, so more type than a type from TypeScript is more effective. Just infer the type of Zod. Correct. Actually, let me try that. So you're saying that I can, for example, do a type of schema type or something like that, and I go to schema.infer or something like that. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna just try. I think it doesn't work like that. Maybe I'll just CC that into a comment and check it. Ah, okay, alright. So z.infer, and then what does it take? It extends from somewhere. Okay, but where does it extend from? Is it, can it basically do the values directly like that, or does it need something else? Okay, from what I see in right now, it requires one argument, and maybe you can help me out with that. Ah, okay, I got it now. Yeah. So it should be type of something, right? Ah, okay. Does it work like this, or should I push values in it? Because this schema type is declared but never used. Okay, so now it's good. And then here, instead of values to put it like that, I will just put it as schema type, right? Nice. I mean, this seems cool actually. So now I get rid of values, and the anthroformic helper here will take also schema type. Well, look at that. Nice. Thank you, chat. Thank you a lot. That seems like a really good thing to do. Yep. Awesome. So we did something now. I will actually flag this, so I will push this actually, so I can go back to it. I will push it as Zod infer of type, and push it actually to be like that, so I can remember it later if I just forget about it and how to do it. Thank you, Rapels. Thank you, Juan. Thank you, Peter, as well. And yeah, that's really amazing. Yeah. All right. What else? Maybe you can, guys, you see actually on top of the Discord, you can join in there, because we are also talking about what to add and what to do in the streams, and hopefully you guys can maybe share your ideas about what to do next in the future. That would be okay. Peter said we have the same schema for lazy git setup. Yeah, I actually copied it from some other guy for sure. We copy also from other people and we move forward. Yeah, Rapels, we have ChatCN. So actually I just remembered that I have a button on the button there, that I probably should use ChatCN button for it. I will import that. I think I don't need to write that. I'll just do button, and it will come up as a variable from ChatCN button actually. Very good. As you see here, it detects that my local imports are always on the button, so that's really cool. I will just, what I do here is just I can do this to show you. I go inside this and I would say, how can I do it? Actually, I forgot about that. Change surrounding tag, and that's it selects the tag on top, and then I will say, for example, button like this, and then when I click enter, it will change this by the one that I wanted to change with. That's kind of Vim hotkeys and stuff like that. Oh, Peter, nice. I did also the same with this project. It was React Router, and then I just deleted everything and I turned it into 10-stack router. We are also going to use 10-stack query and whatever from 10-stack, honestly. Yeah. Himmel said it's React. Yeah, it's the React. Yeah, cool. I usually use the React hook form plus Zod. Yeah, I mean, you know, I also use Formic with Yup, but today we wanted to try something new, which is that two-form validation or two-formic validation from Zod, which is really amazing. So yeah, and you can just import it. Yeah, and what do you mean by that? But the good structure is you make a folder type, and inside of that file, just put all of the types. Correct. I agree with you that actually our folder structure right now is a bit bad. As you see here, we have Firebase, helpers, hooks, libs for JetCM basically. No, this libs is actually for Tailwind. Yeah, it should be also bad. That's what I did there. The lib folder probably shouldn't be there as well. But yeah, I think the helpers is where I put all my helper functions for this project. Firebase here, I'm putting all the environment variables and stuff that I actually saved into .in for sure. But I also have another Firebase something, like for example I have the auth provider and reusable hooks. Where is it? Where is it? Here, auth context I call it. Yeah. So I'm not using any state management yet. I'm not using like Redux, Toolkit or Zustand or whatever. I want to save this project to just not have that multiple re-renders based on state. So I'm using just pure React for now. But I add just to use the bouncer hook. And I have like a Google sign-in button that uses sign in from Google Auth provider of Firebase. It's fairly it's starting to become fairly complicated. So next, I think, as you said, I'll just prepare that, but I will not put anything in it now. I'll just put, oops, I did a mistake. Let me delete that. I'll delete it, and I will do like a folder called types. And should I call it type.ts? What do you think should I call it? Do you think should I call it type/type.ts or something like that? I'll wait for your chat for your input because of that. Yeah. Is that new Vim? Yes, logdog. Honestly, never like from libraries. Maybe things have changed, but I also want the abstractions. Bad. I agree with you, but for me, but like you cannot choose much when you're at work, for example. So for me, I use Formic at work with the app, and today I'm familiarizing myself with Zod. So as you see, I have a lot of problems to get fixed with Zod actually. Why you use Vite? Also because I migrated this project from React app to Vite. So I wanted actually to try the fact that I actually do that, like that migration, and see what changes. We started even with the first problem being the .m variables not being able actually to work because they are starting with the React app. But that was like 20 days ago. I started to stream 20 days ago, by the way, and not 20, 14 days ago, and even maybe 16, 17, I don't know. So basically we are streaming every day trying to build this app and also doing some lead code. And by the way, this app, you will find it on my GitHub. So if you go to here, let me show you. This is my profile. It's called Ayman Sakohi, and I'm JavaScript developer. That's why I'm not using any other language. If you go to my repos, you will find out two things: the white noise app that we're building right now, and the stream base, which is basically challenges that we are building with the stream. So here are lead code challenges, and these lead codes are prepared by the chat. So you, the chat, actually guess the problem and I solve it, or the opposite. And you also can create pull requests. So you can see the close pull request. BStudio in the chat actually did one of them, or two. Actually one of them, and another guy called Yarko actually did this commit to fix up my problem. And yeah, we are trying to create a community. Like, don't get me wrong about using and the uses of stuff and like that. We are trying to just communicate and do something together and not actually worry about what's good or bad, but just grow together into a community of coding in a live stream, kind of. Yeah. But overall, that's it. I mean, I hope that you like this approach. I think this is interactivity part of being a streamer, and people will guess what you want to do and you do it, right? Let me read some comments. Rapel said we can follow each other 100%, and we can build project together. We can build them instantly, or you can set up like some tasks for me to build up some of the stuff that you want to do, and we can do it. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to kind of like collaborate with as many people as possible, and I had the idea just not so long ago with actually Margin and B Studio mentioning that to actually do some interviews online, or maybe interview some juniors, or maybe have a podcast to talk about JavaScript or something like that we also do on stream. Overall, it's just up to you guys. Yeah, if you plan having feature specific types in types, maybe it will be named. Okay, got it. All right, so basically now I will just end it with index.ts for now. Okay, I'll keep it empty for now, but I will get back to that later to just infer all the types there. Cool. I mean, thank you a lot, and let's continue where we are in contact, right? In the contact route. Cool. Are you a software developer or software engineer? Yeah, I am 100%. 100% software engineer. Cool. So what else? I need a review from you guys. Sure, do we have something that we can review right now? Can you see your resume? I want an inspiration. I have been getting a lot of rejections. I actually shared my resume. You were here in the chat, I thought. Maybe I can send it to you. DM me and I'll send you the PDF file for it. Oh, you have a framework? What is it called? Okay. Coding Fantasy. I'm seeing it right now. I'm just gonna do a small review and then I'll share it. Okay. Sure. So this is a framework from our guy in the chat. It says the server framework that anyone can master. And it's built by Bun. Yeah. And there is the Bun create. Can you do also npm create that, or is it surely on Bun only? Ah, okay, you have npm page for it. Okay, it's made by 2 collaborators, Hans and Oka, AMAHD. Nice. So how it works? What? It's like Express but for the back. Yeah, Express, and then you have to start the app, and then you have the routing, which are simple. I'm really surprised there is an async function, so you can play around with it. And this is the middleware part for authentication. You have dynamic routes. It's so similar to actually Express, but it seems more clean in terms of synthetic sugar. I like that. Yeah, nice actually. Really cool. It's blazing fast. Everybody says that. Blazing fast. Alright, let's check GitHub. Did you collaborate on it, Raples? Did you maybe do that? Let me see. Maybe the collaborator section is on the right side. Ah, okay. It's only these two, and they're doing a good job. Nice. It's public. I will start it just for fun, and I will actually check it out and maybe do it with you. If you want help, let me know. Yeah, that's amazing. Cool. More fast than Elijah. That's nice. Show us websites you have built. Are you a freelancer? Yeah, I do freelance. Yeah, I do. Um, all three use standard schemes under the hood. Nice. I do work in a company and I also freelance. I freelance with one company and work integrally and as an internal member in one company. So yeah, I'm freelancing with Adobe, the company who built actually Photoshop, After Effects, and so on. And I'm also working with SFC Energy, which is another company. Yeah. So I'm a software engineer. My name in the Adobe is like software engineer 1, which is like equal to senior developer or something like that. And there is 1 to 4. You start as 4 and boom, 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 you go like one by one, right? I'd love for you to take a look at my side project. Yeah, Peter, can you share it? Maybe I can take a look. And by the way, thank you. We have 60 people join the live stream and my Discord on top, so you can actually, guys, go there. So Peter have astralcode.net, and this is like a project for transpiling code, I think, something like that. Can you give like a small description for it? He says that it's an educational coding platform for students designed to bridge the gap between block-based and text-based programming. So I will share my screen. This is how you can explore it. So basically these are like sample projects or default projects that you can just take a look at or something like that, and that you can start with. I don't know, it's taking a bit long. Let me check the network tab. Fetch XR. I'll try to refresh. Maybe I need just to be logged in. Yeah. Okay, seems like there's some stuff that you need to work on, but yeah, for now, I mean, I like it, like how it looks. I like actually the colors very much. There is this create button. Okay, you can call it whatever you want, so test project or something like that, and you can create some stuff with it. Nice. So you start something and the game starts. Brumble. It's like a player. Stop. But what is happening here? You just need to push some of these events in the editor, and this sprout or whatever it's called, Brumble, will start moving, right? So you can say sprite.x for given the Brumble the possibility to move, right? Okay, so I'll do maybe +5 start. Okay, so it just goes forever there. Nice. I mean, this is really amazing. I mean, thank you for sharing, and also I mean, that's cool project. Yeah. Okay, Ron, it's late for all of us. Thank you for being here. Yeah, for repos, I think you need to do an npm version. And if you need help, please, can I maybe fork with you and work with you whenever I'm free? I will be happy to help out. I can be at least contributing to a good project like yours. And if you need any help, please let me know. Hey, yo, joining. Welcome. React.js. This is React.js. Thanks all 10 stack. I am async stack. I think this is very funny because now you put it in my head that I actually chose a good name because we have 10 stack as a package and I'm async stack, so I need also to make a package. Okay, if I make a package, what should it be about? What's your profession? I am actually software engineer or maybe front-end developer, senior front-end developer at Adobe and SFC, 2 companies, different ones. You know your way around UI? Yes, I do. Yeah, I do UI automation sometimes. I also have like some packages that I built myself, small ones, to do like some v-test coverage UI stuff, and I can build really good stuff. Yeah, and I automate, like I built my own system design not so long ago. I can share it with you. It's very funny. Like I built this kind of like free version of it, and that I will share with the chat right now. It's really amazing. What I did is just I went to Tailwind and I tried to kind of like mock their select boxes and stuff like that. what is it called? I forgot actually what I called it, but it should be here. It's called selectors on dope, which means kind of like selectors on drugs or something like that. This is not very famous now. It's just public. Just last week I did like some play around, but this is not the full project. I can show you something like for my own system design. So for example, if I want to build a select box, right? The AT offer library that I built does like this. It takes like a div. You just put a div and you say this div has a class name of to be select box. So that div will be a select box. That's it. You don't put anything. You don't put options inside it. You don't put nothing. Just you go to the script part and you pass an array like this and you say, hey, I want that div exactly to have this array of data. And that's it. So this div will get created, will get its own container, we'll add all these classes to it. We'll put the first options, we'll put like some spans, we'll put the chevron for down and up when you click it. Will probably initiate itself basically. And this is kind of similar to jQuery, what it was before, but this is better because jQuery does have its own class. It doesn't have its own classes, but this has its own classes. So the only thing that you need to install is Tailwind and it will work. You don't need to do anything. So you end up like this. You end up with doing, let me actually do it for you. You end up doing like a div like this and put a class name. Sorry, I'll put a class name like that, or class actually. Don't even put class name. It should be like div class, and I'll put equal to be select box, right? And that to be select box class will be read automatically by your script. So inside the script tag, you put like this, like let's say script tag, and you close it tag, and you put like this div. Basically, you select it by ID or whatever, but that div dot to be select box, and then you open here and put an array of options. That's it. So your whole page will be like this: div or container dot to be FIQ or something, to be model and stuff like that. And I did this for all the things that I need. Basically, where is it? Here, not here, here. So here I put also for to be FIQ, also for to be model. To be model is also fun. And I tried even to make it null. So whenever you see null like this, to be tooltip, for example, this is used in normal styles. So I also was able to do it with normal styles. It's a bit hard because you need to do some data sets to pass the values. So now in that parent of the div of the container, you need to pass a data dash width 200 or something else. So it will be 200 by default. And here also the translations and stuff would be a bit bad. But this was a good try, and I really loved it. It made my life easy, and I was thinking why people don't do that, why people don't create their own frameworks. And that's it. Yeah, it's a very helpful tool. Yeah, I think it will become really good in the future if I continue with it. Yeah. Oh, a lot of people following, a lot of people joining. Thank you a lot. We will be actually doing this every day, so come here. Do you worry about your job with AI becoming more relevant? Nah, Matthew, come on. Like, this is every day is everybody in the chat asking this question. It's not, right? It's not gonna make your life harder. It's not gonna take your job. It will make you faster, unless someday you just give up and say, yeah, it became better at writing code, but it will never be better at prompt and client and talking to people or whatever. So it cannot manage. You need to manage it. So you need to work with it, right? React or Swift? I'll choose React. Ripple said, why you choose use Vite? Why don't you choose Next.js? As I said, I can migrate to Next.js soon with this project, but I just wanted to do it for fun, right? So I'm used more to React, and I know Next, and I was thinking maybe if we need like a backend, I will put the chat into it, and maybe I will create another repo for them, and I'll call it backend and use Express, right? Or maybe we will use yours. Maybe you will use your framework, right? Yeah, this is Vite. Yeah, it's not actually Next.js. Yeah. What did we fix now? We fixed the schema, and we did also the submit button, right? And we added the types, which is empty, so we don't need to push this. It's fine. Yeah. Is this Cobra Python? No, this is JavaScript React, basically TypeScript with React. I work with Python sometimes. So by the way, this is an application. Let me show you the app first. Right, I will show you the app. This app actually is just a very good idea that I have in my head since like 2 months ago, so I started building it. You know Momentum, like the application where you are studying, it's called Study With Me. It's very bad, looking bad now, but I will explain it to you. It has like a break and focus timer that you can start, and you can actually start the break timer as well. You can reset this and start this instead. Also, I wanted to kind of like choose kind of voices or do the voices for coffee shop or something like that. So like this, or like fire. So kind of like that. So rain, and some pink noises or white noises, or you can actually put your own, which now is a video from YouTube basically. And if you put for example, I did some error handling here, so I'm just testing that out, and this will be hidden for sure, and this will be probably stored in the backend somewhere, or maybe like as a profile. I did Firebase kind of login, and it was really working successfully, and now I am adding up the part where I can scrape more noises, right? So for me now to show you about the scraping and how the noises are, I did the part with, if I go public tracks, and here I have like scraped like some URLs for white noises, and I went here and used Python actually to do that. So this Python script is the Python script that kind of reads all these URLs and downloads them. And when it downloads them into assets, basically here, as you see them on the left, right? And that's it. I mean, it seems cool and seems helpful, and for me it works fine, and that's it. I hope that explained to you what I'm doing. Okay, cool. Nice. Is that NeoVim? Yes, it is NeoVim. That's nice scraping. Yeah, thank you a lot. At least it works for me, right? Yeah, and I'm trying also to share this with the chat, and kind of like the chat actually design all of this, and we are not doing this only, as I said, we are usually doing a lot of stuff. Yeah. Console log hello world. I mean, you did an automate with Python to not download the songs manually. Yeah. Yeah, I did the automation with Python, yeah, to not download them. Yeah. And that I learned Python just for that. I learned 3 packages, like the HTTPS response one and the scraping one, plus the download looper one, basically. And I found them the 3 easy to use. I just put 3 blocks and I debugged them, and it worked, so why not? You know Lua? Yeah, I know Lua. I configured basically my NeoVim with Lua. Oops, sorry for that. Again, we did 3 hours of streaming today. That's epic. That's why every 1.5 hours TikTok checks. If I want to learn this, what's the best approach? If you want to learn React.js and stuff, there is this website called roadmap.sh. You can go there, just write roadmap.sh, and you will find everything. Yeah. Nice. So Orel Mizrahi Adani, that's his full name, has a company for software development, and he builds to help automate tasks, making automation of the tasks efficient for developers. For developers or for other people, like general? Or is your company targeting only developers? I'm searching some who make a multi-level marketing website or app. Sir, where can I find? I think you can check Fiverr or something like that. Like, these people can build anything for you. Yes, React Native can compile to Swift and Android Studio code, basically Java and Kotlin, yeah. And depends on the device, yeah. Cool. Raples know his stuff. I think he's the developer on drugs that we all like on steroids that we all wants to have and want to know. And basically he has a lot also of followers, which is really nice, and I appreciate that he's in the chat. You can share the live stream if you want. That will help me go through. Yeah, so now that you know, you can suggest what we should do in the next few days. I mean, I would like also to kind of like be able to have like a really good community here to actually build good stuff and have good ideas about how to build. Yep. Nice. Also, we are trying to kind of like build a small community of developers on Discord. So you have the Discord pinned on top. You can go there, and also on my profile you can click it and go to my profile to find out actually about a lot of what I do, and also what we talk during the week to prepare stuff, right? Cool. Boom, boom, boom. Thank you, Rape, also for following. That's amazing. Nice. Alright guys, I think we are a bit late. We will continue with this for another 12 minutes and then we hop off. But yeah, in these 12 minutes you can ask as much as you want. So 1:30 a.m. at my place. Yeah. And I really appreciated that the mods are here. Yeah, you can join my Discord, yeah. Anyone can join basically. Well, look at that. So yeah, I saw that comment from Oral about the company development. I don't know if he updated with any other comments or not, but alright, Rapel, see you later. Thank you for joining. That's nice. Really nice. We had like Rapels building frameworks for us on JavaScript, which is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, you should take it to npm actually. You should 100% take it to npm because that will make you better. More basically visibility for people. Yeah. I think BStudio, aren't you actually building with one of these? Which kind of programming language you are using, right? It depends. If you are using C++ or something like that and you want to learn for the front end, do Svelte. Svelte is amazing, and also you can hop into React very easy at later. Okay, so Earl said we do both also automation for developers and companies to make them more efficient and effective. That's amazing. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I wish you all the best with your company. You can follow me on LinkedIn basically if you want. We can talk about maybe future, maybe, I don't know, help or something like that. I can maybe help with something or test or whatever. Joe Man said that I just finished my console TypeScript blackjack project and was very proud of it. And then I see this. What is the difference? I mean, it's all good. I mean, if you ask me to do now terminal blackjack project, I probably won't do it correctly. I mean, I just have 2 neurons left in my head. Yeah, this is TypeScript with React. JavaScript basically also. Nice. Yeah, by the way, here on what you see behind me here in this form, we probably need also to add the validation part, so the errors to be present before you press actually submit. Also to make the submit button into 2 colors. If there is no problems, then it would turn green, something like that. Yeah, I will do that tomorrow. For now, just enjoy your questions and then hop to sleep. Tomorrow is a big day. Starting it with going to the dock, and honestly later I have a lot of things to do. Man, you are building like a blackjack application for your oriented programming class. Where are you, man? This seems like a hardcore thing to do for for a class, like a full game or something like that. That's amazing. I mean, if you could do it, then yeah, you are on your way to become the best developer then. What is the Z? Or well, Zod is some lib made for forms. Zod is like a lib made for validation and inference of types. This is what the chat actually teach me, and I used it. So I can take it and infer a type from it to use in the form as the values type. Yeah. How to make a mobile app simple tutor finder. I can help with just suggestion maybe of the technologies to use. You can use Next.js. I feel like it's a really good thing to start with. Yeah. Joman said USA, it just prints to console. Okay, you're from US, nice. It just prints to the console and has a card deck, dealer, and a game class. Nothing too crazy. Very fun. Okay, nice. That's really amazing. Yeah. I think these classes that you're having right now are maybe more algorithm related and will teach you how to kind of think in a very good way, because algorithmically, if really you are into this kind of like switch cases, if else's, and you know how to manage this kind of stuff very cool, then nothing will stand on your way, right? And especially you're from the US, you are in the best market in the world, so hopefully I see you in the, I don't know, in Silicon Valley or wherever. Yeah, because now I am in another part of the world. I'm in Germany. Drum and bass. What are you trying to do? Yeah, this is just a form behind me, and we are trying to do white noise app. Is there a huge difference between JavaScript and C++? Yes, it's like two different things. Like you compare a pilot, like a plane with a car or something like that. C++ is like a OOP language, object-oriented programming language that is very hardcore, and also you can build like with it software that is used for the like Windows machines or Mac or wherever. Same time, JavaScript is more for the web. It makes you actually build web compiled applications using like TypeScript like I do, or frameworks like React and Angular and stuff like that. So it's two different things, two different branches of the one thing. But BStudio uses C++ and he can help you with that. Yeah, so the mods answered better than me. I think, as he said, they are both for two different purposes. Oh, Ash has said that she uses C++ a lot for bioinformatics. Look at you. We have a higher IQ chatter. Nice. I mean, that's really amazing. I mean, I never thought that I will do a project for like, the hardest project that I did probably was like a trading application or something like that. Nothing too fancy. Yeah. Nice. By the way, guys, let's check how many followers we have, because honestly, we are trying to kind of like reach out to 10k followers as soon as possible, and I'm trying honestly to do it as soon as possible, so it gives me like more motivation, stuff like that. And yeah, it would be really amazing to do that. And here I see a lot of followers in the chat, so I'm wondering how much do I have now. So I'm going to enter the chat, enter TikTok again, and see what I have. Boom, we have 5,285. I started the live stream with 5,060, so now we are 220 more followers. That's really amazing. Thank you all who's here new. So the only thing that I need to tell you is that we are doing this live stream every day, so you can hop at any time. C++ is a fun challenge though. It helped me understand the concept better. Yeah, I mean, C++ I think it's more close to computers than JavaScript. It's more close to RAMs, to pointers, to this stuff that you understand also the part of the software and the hardware probably at the same time. Yeah. MoShape said that he followed me just now. That's nice. Thank you a lot. I see a lot of followers and I'm really happy with that. Cool. And a lot of people joining also. Alright, so we know that whenever I will stream like 6 p.m. I don't know, CST time, all the Americans will join. Yeah. Cool. Juan sent me actually a code for his new calculator that he built. That's nice. He probably did like yeah. All right, so I can, yeah, in his readme file he's just did a PR for something yesterday, and yeah, it seems like he told me on Discord that I need to find out something to do with it. It's called real sassy calculator, and it has like a function calculate that needs to return a new input of something, but I'll probably do some lit code tomorrow. Why do you want me to cry, man? Why do we need to do WebAssembly? Can you suggest something, BStudio? Can you suggest? Yeah, but I never did web C++. I did C++, but WebAssembly. I will just get started now and see what I can learn about WebAssembly. So, can we do the WASM part of that JavaScript with WebAssembly, something like that? Okay, developer's guide, started from scratch. Is there a JavaScript WebAssembly part? JS part maybe. I see everything but not JS, kind of. Scala JS there is. But I also didn't work with Scala. No JS export support. No JS22 support. There is no support for anything with this. Getting started, our JS API. Okay, return WebAssembly compiler bytes, then new instance. Okay, so it uses the WASM thingy. Yeah. Nice. Interesting. So we can do that actually. We can do that, but we will suffer. We will definitely suffer a lot. I see memory allocation, stuff like that. And I'm really not good at that, honestly. Like, okay, I got it. Okay, we can try something. Yeah. Miriam asks, what is that? We are just doing JavaScript, TypeScript right now, and we are thinking about doing WebAssembly in the future. Nice. When I use JavaScript, I'm really reminded why I prefer backend. Man, for sure. It's just this or that. It depends on you what you want, though. Yeah. All right, cool, guys. We are now at 1:30 a.m. in my time, so I think I just need to go to sleep. I thank you all for being here, honestly. We will stream again tomorrow. And thanks for everybody who liked and joined at this time and kind of like pushed me forward and followed and all of that. Please follow and join the Discord as well. It was in the chat. Also go to my profile and go to Discord and actually, yeah, be there and let's talk. Let's share memes. I would probably do a meme section. Maybe we do it every Saturday or Sunday, where we talk only about memes and stuff and not build stuff like this. And yeah, we will continue this project as soon as possible, and we'd hopefully secure kind of like a domain for it and start making it more pretty and stuff, right? All right, gute Nacht, everybody, and let's hope see you soon, right? Cheers, mates. Cheers, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thanks to Margin, every studio, everybody who's from the mods. Really amazing people, and we will talk. And yeah, see you on the chat. Bye bye.